What's good? We are doing all zodiac signs, collective tarot love readings for you and your person for the end of August. Hope you guys are doing good. What's good? Life on the go, Georgia. What's good? I just gotta see where this camera's at and then we're gonna get started. Georgia. All right, going from Aries right down through to Pisces. Hey, Dan Spawn, Yolanda, Sea Pumpkin. It's daytime. Well, I guess it's a little bit earlier. It is evening here. All right. Hey, Hawaiian Gemini, Juicy Tootie. All right, going from Aries right down to Pisces. See what's going on for you and your person. What do we have for Aries, universe, spirits, and guides? Hey, it's Ali online. What's good? Two more. What do we have for Aries and their person? Three shuffles. What are we for Aries and their person? Well, damn, Aries. Overall energy for you, strength in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Damn. Two of Pentacles. I feel like this is you having a hard time. Five of Cups. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're frustrated with someone, but you're still vulnerable to the situation. Hold on, I gotta pull the rest of the cards. I don't know, Aries. I feel like you guys are stuck in a situation, or you feel like you're stuck in a situation you don't want to be in. Okay, you may feel a lot of negative energy from someone, or you may feel like you're dealing with someone that's quite possessive. It's making you feel like you can't trust them, or you feel like if you're not in contact with them, you feel like they're holding on to deeper issues that is making it impossible to try to resolve anything. There's something that you kind of put in the fuck it bucket, but you're still entangled with it to some degree, or you're still very vulnerable to that situation, but you feel unable to make, I don't know, I do kind of feel like you guys are between two worlds here. There's a direction you're wanting to move toward. Two of Pentacles, you're trying to maintain your balance when it comes to your work, to your responsibilities. You're trying to kind of get your finances in order, possibly. There is something here that you feel like is taking a long time, associated with something you feel entangled with, something you feel unable to create change in. So even if you're single, you may feel like your love life's highly impacted by your financial situation. Or some of you may feel entangled in a situation that's either they're dependent on you or vice versa. And I feel like you're kind of angry about a situation, or frustrated, feeling inadequate to be able to make a necessary change. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you have a choice between two, but there is this energy of like, fuck, I want to be able to do this so bad, or I want to be able to move on, or I want to be able to end this relationship or something, but it's like taking a long time, you know? And I do feel also like there's someone that you're, I don't know, like I said, you could be dealing with two people or two different situations, right? So maybe you just want to move out, or, you know, whatever it is. But it's like there's two different situations I feel like you had on your mind. I do feel like you're keeping it to yourself. If you are around a person right now or dealing with a person, you feel like they're just doom and gloom, or you feel like they're just being overly critical, you know, me, or their own emotional biases, whatever it may be. And I feel like it's like feeling like a lot of annoyance. It feels like an annoyance type of energy. I'm not feeling a whole lot of love. I mean, just clarify that strength in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So you may feel inadequate because of extreme debts, or inadequate because there's a lot of arguing around shared resources. I don't know. I do kind of feel like you're dealing with some type of separation type of situation, Aries, that is impacting the direction you're wanting to go. Okay, what direction that is, I don't know. I mean, give me a little bit more on that Two of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. All right. So that's a positive thing. That's saying that you are receiving recognition, attention, or there's some type of valid success. You know, whether you successfully got a new job elsewhere or you successfully landed the love of your life. Whatever's going on here, there does seem to be an element of like recognition for you this week or success for you this week that is making you feel the need to scramble to kind of get your shit in order, but there's still so much heaviness where you're aware of the trials you would face if you were to rush something. So regardless of you wanting to get with this person that seems to be giving you a lot of attention or move in another direction because it seems to be a success, right? There's some type of victory here. You feel unable to do that. So there is quite a bit of frustration for you this week. But there is this like light at the end of the tunnel where it's like, you know what you're getting shit organized for, okay? But you may feel this week like it's taking a long time, like, damn, I only if I had this, or only if I had this much more money, or if only this person wasn't such a psycho. You know, whatever it is, there's something that you may feel like is dragging on you a little bit. So, but yeah, there is, I mean, when it comes to the new person, if there is a new person, you are going to be feeling very much appreciated by this person this week, or recognized for your efforts, or, you know, you feel seen, you feel appreciated, or again, this could be a direction in your life that you're heading that seems to be some type of success. So you're going to feel quite good. But again, there's still this heaviness that has you distracted a bit. Now, wow, so whoever's over here, Aries, this is someone that is being quite generous with you. This is someone that is trying to balance something out with you. Balance something out. This is someone that is valuing you. Just give me a second. So there seems to be someone that is wanting to unveil their desires with you, essentially, their long-term desires. It is starting with a bit of a bare minimum type of energy, or balancing type of energy. Like maybe this is someone that were already interested in or already tried to get with, or something like that. And this is someone that may be balancing that situation, but someone is trying to get something moving with you quite quickly. They're starting out in a bare minimum type of way because they are feeling unwelcomed, or they're not 100% sure, sorry, if there's an opportunity. There is a bit of defensiveness when it comes to the situation. This person may also be in a space where they don't want to escalate anything, or they don't want drama, but they may also be aware, Aries, that you know something about them, because the Five of Swords in reverse to the Nine of Wands, that makes me feel like this person knows that something is uncovered about them, or this person is a little bit defensive about uncovering something that they're wanting. It's almost like someone that may feel judged for, you know, wanting something with you, or they may be, whether you have a history with them and you already have some type of issues with them, or for whatever reason, this person, because likely they feel like there's a lack of opportunity, they may feel a little bit judged for or defensive about uncovering what they truly want with you. So their guard is a little bit up. But ooh, I don't know, Aries. This is someone that seems to be under the impression that you have zero interest in them. It's causing a huge wake-up call. It's causing a bit of chaos in this person's life. They're trying to connect with you in hopes to balance something out or make something work, in hopes to kind of unveil what they feel like the two of you have, or could have had, sorry. I feel like this person is a bit surprised that you walked away, or this person is a bit surprised that you're not really showing a whole lot of interest. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to confuse things, but I am getting some type of sudden event where this person feels like you're walking away from some type of third-party dynamic. The Three of Pentacles in reverse can be like parties involved that may work against a connection or work against, you know, collaborating in a way where the two of you can improve on the nature of a relationship. This person may be realizing that the two of you have an opportunity to make something work because you have walked away from something else, whether you're no longer working with another colleague, whether you're no longer working or associating yourself with someone else. This person is feeling put in a position where they feel like they can be transparent, but they're also a little defensive in regards to if this is going to cause conflict, because they feel like there's maybe not an opportunity and there is some tension. This person may be feeling tension with you, but they're definitely trying to get something moving forward with you quickly, not quickly, impulsively. I don't know. I mean, how does Aries feel about this person? Because I'm kind of getting an idea that you don't want this person. Magician in reverse. Okay, one more. And the Emperor. You may feel like the situation drains you because of other things that you feel is depending on you in this moment in time. You have a lot of doubts associated with this person's seriousness with you. So you have a lot of doubts about this person, and I think that that's what has you feeling drained or makes you feel like it would be a waste of time, Aries. Because even if this person comes at you correct, for whatever reason you have it in your head that this is going to be a waste of time, or your doubts make you feel like you can't really allow your emotions to get the best of you. And there's also this energy of feeling like I need to be in control. I need to be responsible right now. There's a lot depending on me right now. I can't really feed into my emotions right now. Something like that. So I don't really feel like you're taking this person wholeheartedly serious right now, or you feel like you can't, or you feel unable to use your ability to take it seriously because of other things that are depending on you. So it's almost one of those things that if you feed too much energy into it, it's going to drain you, or that's how you feel. I'm not getting, I mean, is Aries interested? Eight of Swords in reverse. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to not think about it too much. It's like you feel like there's other shit in your life that needs to get done first. And you're trying to not think about it too much. You also, if you have any ounce of feeling like this person is just playing with you, it's like you want to avoid any possible scenario of that being the case because you feel like there's too much on your plate right now, or you feel like you feel like there's a lot depending on you right now. So there's a lot going on for you where you feel like you don't have time for the what could be's right now this week. You don't have time for the long night chats. You don't have time for the bullshit is what this is feeling like. And I'm not saying it's because you don't want this person or not. I'm not really getting a whole lot of that. It's just so much heaviness that seems to make you feel like I need to control myself. So, but this person is going to try to get something going with you. They're going to start out in a bare minimum type of way in hopes to kind of get something moving. Because they feel you have walked away from something else, or you're no longer. There could also be an energy where they feel like if you work with this person, they may feel like you are leaving the job, and that's making them feel like, okay, I got to say something, or I'm never going to see Aries again. Okay. But there's something they feel you're separating yourself from, which is causing this impulsive action that makes them feel like they need to kind of show you that they do truly value you. Okay. So that's a lot. Usually your guys' reads are pretty point blank, but there's a lot going on for you this week. So you could be dealing with an Aries. We have Virgo, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Could be any sign as far as elements go. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're hearing typing. If anybody else is hearing it, let me know, but I don't. All right, Taurus. Hey, Keisha. Ariel Darkstar. All right. What do we have for Taurus and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? Three more. What do we have for Taurus and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Taurus and their person? I don't know if you guys are saying my mic's too close. All right, Taurus, your overall energy, Chariot in reverse and the Six of Cups. This is feeling scattered, lacking direction when it comes to someone that you have history with, okay? There's someone that you may be feeling nostalgic about or nostalgic about old times or something along those lines. I don't know, it's kind of hindering on your motivation in general. I feel like you're lacking direction. You're trying to go with the flow here. Nine of Wands. Oh, wow. I don't know, Taurus, I feel like overall you're kind of keeping your distance or you're not being honest with this person, like whether you're living with them or not living with them, okay? There's either past experiences or fond memories that you hold of someone you're not with. You're lacking direction. You feel unable to take control in this situation. You are just kind of going about your day, going about your life. You're not really being transparent. You're not saying anything that would rock the boat. You're not reaching out to someone because you feel like that would put you in a position where you either have to defend yourself when it comes to why you're communicating with them, or if you live with this person, you feel being honest would cause some type of you may feel being honest would cause you to either be blamed for the circumstances at hand or would just cause anxiety. I don't know, because you're trying to avoid being blamed for something or you're trying to avoid putting yourself in an embarrassing situation. If you're not with this person, you're definitely in a space where you want to reach out to someone, you miss them heavily, but you feel unable to take control of the situation because you feel like it would rock the boat to some degree, or you feel like it would cause embarrassment. You feel like it would cause you to be put in a position of this person saying, didn't I fucking tell you, you know, or something. I don't know. There's something where you feel like you have to kind of keep your truth to yourself. If there was something that occurred, Taurus, that you did, I don't really feel like you're regretting it necessarily. Give me a little bit more on that Seven of Swords. Page of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Oh. Some of you may have acted like in a way at some point in time where you just went with, you know, you just kind of rode the wave, I suppose, and you may have expressed your admiration for someone or tried to apologize, or you may feel like you've connected with someone in what you feel to be an innocent like way, or you had good intentions. You feel like you had good intentions either in the past, you know, with someone, whether you were just lightly flirting with them or apologizing or connecting with them, or you just authentically thought this relationship was amazing, whatever. You feel like you had good intentions. And that has you feeling like, if I'm honest with this person about my feelings, or if I'm honest about this to this person about what I feel I deserve and don't deserve, you feel like it's just going to start an argument because you don't regret it. There's something you don't regret. Whether you've expressed something, whether you've connected with someone, whether you were flirting with someone, You don't regret it, and you feel connecting with this person would cause you to be blamed for something. Or even maybe this person is questioning your intentions, Taurus, and you feel like, what do you mean I have good intentions? It's just causing you to feel irritated every time this person makes you feel like you never had good intentions. So I don't know, you're just kind of going with the flow. There's not too much chaos you're willing to bring into the situation. I do feel like you're interested, you miss this person, or you wish things could be different if it's a relationship. But if it's a relationship, you may feel like there's just this always ongoing battle between you and this person that has you a little bit exhausted, or has you feeling like you can't have real conversations. Or if it's someone you're not with, you feel like they always try to make you feel some type of way for what you perceive to be, this is like very innocent intentions, you know what I mean? So you do like this person, but you're avoiding them right now because you feel like they can't handle you, is what this feels like. And you feel like you don't have the ability to take control in the situation. So you're kind of staying away. Whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, this is someone that does feel a very strong connection with you. However, they're kind of focused on the negatives of it, potentially because of a third party or because something that was said, okay? And it has them withdrawing from the situation this week, okay? They may also be a little bit, they may have some trust issues with you, Taurus, either because of a third party or something that occurred that has this person having a hard time looking at the positives of you. They do feel a strong connection, but there's a lot of frustration going on there. So this is someone that is feeling frustrated about something that was uncovered, either through transparent communication or just through their own awareness that makes this person feel like you don't love them or you don't respect them, okay? So I don't know, this person is over here feeling this connection strongly, but making a choice this week to withdraw from the situation or give you the silent treatment or keep to themselves. They're kind of, what's that saying? They're kind of in love with their sadness this week. I shouldn't say that. It's kind of insensitive, isn't it? They're not in love with their sadness, but they are kind of focused on the negatives of you because of something that occurred in the past. Some of you, this is something that hit really deep. So if this was a long-term relationship, this is someone that may be feeling somewhat traumatized about something that occurred in the past, where no matter what they feel when it comes to the connection with you, they feel like they're unable to embrace it because of there's been too much damage. They feel like you don't love them or don't respect them. Difference in values. So I don't feel like this person has a whole lot of faith with you because of something that occurred in the past or because of a third party where they feel like for example, if you dated them like a small amount and you moved on, they're kind of holding that against you because they feel like, well, I could never do that. I couldn't move on that quickly. I must have been just another one for you. Something like that. But they do still feel a connection with you. Just give me one more than that, Lovers. This person and the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. They're trying to navigate this. Four of Wands in reverse. So this is someone that feels like they have to navigate a very huge phase in their life secretly. Okay, this is someone that is keeping a lot to themselves. They're aware that they're discontent in a home or living situation or community that they're a part of. This is someone that is feeling an element of discontentment. And they're going through some type of major change, but they feel like they have to be discreet because they feel unsettled with their current circumstances. They're aware that they're not happy, not content, or I also want to say that this person has like victories that they're keeping to themselves, because the Four of Wands in reverse, although I don't read it like that often, it can represent like private celebrations. And with the High Priestess and the Lovers, I do feel like this person is celebrating something privately because they feel like they can't share it. Like if you're living with this person may feel like they can't share their successes with you. Either way, they are going through something very discreetly, or there's a choice between two, or they feel a connection with you, but they also feel like they have to be discreet when it comes to navigating a major life choice. And they don't trust you for shit. I'm not going to lie with you, Taurus. They don't trust you for shit. I don't see this as someone that's going to trust you anytime soon, to be honest with you. I mean, what is this person's potential future actions? I should just move on, but what is this person's potential future actions? Oh, Knight of Swords. Okay, so they may communicate with you, but it may come off a bit harsh, or this is someone that is going to have a hard time just going with the flow when it comes to their emotions. So the Knight of Swords tends to oppose their emotional space because there's some type of fact that is contradicting how they feel. So they may feel, I love you, but I can't love you because of this. You know what I mean? They're quite honed in on some type of truth. Oh, they do love you, though. Five of Wands. I don't know, man. This person does love you. The thing is it's causing, like, this person may oppose some type of offer that's on the table. I feel like this person needs to get a lot off their chest. They have a lot of inner conflict when it comes to, I don't know. I don't really feel like this is someone that is going to trust their heart with you very easily. They may also argue whether you love them, or if there ever was some type of like offer you made or gesture in the past where you were following your heart. That may still be causing a lot of conflict, or this person may challenge whatever your love was in the past, because now they're aware of some type of truth that has this person feeling like you don't love me, or that was bullshit, or something. There's a lot of pent up anger this person has because they feel like they're aware of something. So I do feel like this person will talk to you, or it's going to come up. It's going to end up like coming out of their chest. Okay. It's going to end up coming up. That's the best way I can explain that. So, but you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer. But if this person does put you in a position where they're challenging what you're saying, I don't really feel, I do feel like you're going to take it a little bit, but like you may feel the need to be strategic. Like I don't feel like you're going to regret it. Like you may feel the need to like defend your position, but I don't know. But there's a part of you that feels the need to go with the flow because you don't want to give up on it with that Nine of Wands, but you may feel like you always have to defend yourself, or this person wants you to defend yourself this week. So, I don't know. Gemini. What's good? Candace, Linda. What's good, everybody? Infinite. She hasn't bothered. All right. What do we have for Gemini? Universe, spirits, and guides for them and their person. 3 more. What do we have for Gemini this week? For them and their person. 1 more. Three shuffles. Overall energy with you, Gemini. 7 of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel like you're going to be confessing something, Gemini, or being a bit more honest with someone. I don't really feel like it's in the direction of Hold on, let me just see here. Because I feel like you're being honest, Gemini, about your insecurities within a situation. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Because there's some type of like, there's a bit of a wake-up call happening for you this week, Gemini, when it comes to your love life. There's some type of decisive moment around someone being in and out, or someone being emotionally mature or moody, something along those lines. Because I feel like you're being honest about your insecurities around someone being insensitive toward sharing personal information, or toward reckless spending even, okay? Like if it's a long-term relationship, for example, you may have an honest conversation with someone around reckless spending, or you feel like they're doing a lot of reckless spending or something like that. If it's someone you're not with, Gemini, it's kind of like some type of decisive moment that makes you feel like someone is either emotionally mature or too in and out for your liking, or too moody for your liking, that's making you, I don't know, give me, why is that Seven of Swords in reverse? Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Devil. Well, this is you saying like, listen, I'm fighting a losing battle here. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Devil, that's like you feeling bonded to something, or you feeling like you have no control in the situation. Nine of Wands in reverse can be like feeling exhausted, you know, having a hard time with the ongoing battle, having a hard time with some type of, you may even like be very honest with someone in an angry way. This kind of gives me anger vibes, like relentless. Nine of Wands in reverse can be a very relentless energy because they're too tired. They're too tired for the shit. You may straight up feel angry with someone. Because like I said, I'm not getting a whole lot of lovey-dovey type of vibes here. I feel like you more are going to kind of be a bit of a straight shooter with someone and say it like it is. It could be stemmed from a moment of exhaustion with someone with the Nine of Wands in reverse, where you kind of, it just all comes out. There's an opportunity and it's like, do you know what? I think you're moody. I think you're in and out, or I think you're a heartbreaker. I think whatever. Okay. You're kind of just leaving things up to fate. Give me a little bit more on that Judgment. But I don't know, the Lovers in reverse, I don't really feel like you're feeling this connection very strong, or you're aware of a major disconnect between the two of you. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you either feel like someone's a waste of time, or you feel like someone isn't. So you have some type of awareness, Gemini, around either someone not finishing what they started with you, or in general, or around someone making poor investments that have you not trusting them. There's either a lack of trust in the connection that make you feel like you need to be super blunt with this person, or you're straight up not feeling this connection and you have a little bit of a wake-up call when it comes to the fact that you're wasting your time, or you're not receiving a return for your efforts. Like, for example, if you were trying to be nice with this person, you may be realizing that's not really being returned to you, or something like that. And now you're in a space this week where you're putting everything in the fuck bucket and you're telling someone like it is, kind of Gemini style. Because sometimes the Seven of Swords in reverse can be turning over a new leaf, you know what I mean, or trying to, but I feel like you're kind of exposing all your thoughts and how you truly feel because you're tired. This could literally be someone, you know, messaging you or trying to talk to you when you're exhausted, but they're coming at you with what you perceive to be bullshit, or some type of annoying, moody type of energy, and you're over it. Okay? Because you feel like you're not really receiving a return for your efforts in the situation, or you feel like this person hasn't done anything to be able to treat you that way, or something like that. Like, you feel like there was no investment, where it's like you don't feel like they deserve to be in a mood towards you, or something like that. So yeah, you're just kind of leaving things up to fate, saying it how it is, and you may come off a bit angry too. But you feel like I know exactly what's going on. The Judgment upright knows one side, that side, and the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel like I know exactly what's going on. So you may call this person up, or you may call them out, whatever. Or again, you may just lose your shit on them this week when you're tired. All right. So whoever you're dealing with, Gemini, so this is someone that is feeling the burden of the situation, okay? I do feel, Gemini, this is someone that is trying to put in the work, but they're not really seeing a clear opportunity with you, and it's creating a lot of insecurities with them. Either, like, if it's a relationship, they want to put in the work, they feel like you are their happily ever after, but they're also dealing with financial insecurities, or they may also feel, Gemini, like you lack empathy for their insecurities, either whether that's financially or their insecurities when it comes to why they're not trying to make something happen with you. They may feel like you lack empathy for that. I do feel like this person has some type of clarity that you either don't give a fuck anymore, or they feel like they have some type of clarity that you're pissed. Okay. They may feel like you're giving them a bit of a silent treatment, or they get this cold energy from you this week. And I do feel like this person is trying to take responsibility, or at least put in the work. But for whatever reason, Gemini, they feel like it's going to take a lot of work, because they feel like you're not really giving them a whole lot of wiggle room, or sympathy, pissed about a family. Because this person feels like there's either some type of major change happening between the two of you, or they feel like they've already received, or they feel like they're receiving some type of closure. But this closure, or this major change that's happening, is putting them in a position where it's confusing them more. I feel like this person doesn't really know what you want from them, Gemini. They feel like it's a bit difficult to talk to you, either because you lack empathy or you're pissed. This person may feel responsible also for why you're pissed, or pertaining to your insecurities that may have you not really presenting them an opportunity or giving them much to work with. So it's almost like this person feels like they have a lot of insecurities when it comes to you, but they feel like they can't talk to you about it. They feel like, okay, if I'm going to make it work with Gemini, I'm going to have to do it all by myself, because Gemini's pissed at me already. You know what I'm saying? So they may feel like, okay, I got to put in the work to make something happen. They feel like they have some type of closure with you, or direction when it comes to where the two of you are headed. Okay. Or if you're in a relationship, they feel like there's some type of major change that is creating them to feel like, okay, I get where we're supposed to be right now, but I'm also a little bit confused, and I feel like I can't talk to Gemini because they're just going to be irritable with me, or they don't give a fuck. Or if you're not in a relationship, this person feels like they got some type of closure, but this closure is confusing them more. This person does want to work it out with you, Gemini. Page of Pentacles, Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is someone that feels like they are receiving this week the clarity they need. It's giving them the motivation to fix something or put in the work. But now they have a lot of insecurities around, okay, I hope this is, I don't know, it's giving me the vibe, Gemini, that this person isn't 100% sure if you want them or not, okay? They feel like this week the two of you are coming together in emotional harmony, where it's like there's an acknowledgement that, okay, you both have feelings, or you both want this, or whatever it may be, but they're also feeling confused in regards to what's next, and they may feel like there's certain aspects that you lack tolerance for, or you don't have empathy for, so they feel like they have to keep their insecurities around certain situations to themselves. But they are wanting to resolve something with you, or make plans with you. They may be trying to move on from something in the past with you too, Gemini. I don't know, this person's stressed a little bit. So what I'm kind of getting, Gemini, is you may kind of unleash the devil here with this person, or you may kind of unleash your anger with this person this week out of pure exhaustion with the situation, or you're literally tired and it just all comes out. This person feels it. Okay, it is weighing on them. They're recognizing, okay, what the issue is, but I still feel like they're coming out of it a bit confused in regards to, okay, well, does Gemini really want me? But it's like they're actively trying to fix something is what this feels like. If it's a long-term relationship, it could be pertaining to money, okay? If it's a newer energy, this is someone that is trying to, you know, move slowly with you or take things slow. They may be trying to recover from a negative past with you, or maybe they feel like you have negative past experiences, so they're trying to make sure there's no blurred lines. I don't know, but I feel like you're being super transparent with someone this week, Gemini. This person may also feel, Gemini, that you're thinking irrationally about commitment in itself with them because of some type of misunderstanding. But again, it's like they're willing to pull their weight. They're willing to pull their weight. I hope this reading makes sense. But yeah, you're kind of latching out to someone this week. So, all right, let's move on. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. We also have Gemini and Capricorn. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Earth sign was channel. All right, Cancer. Miscud Infinite. All right, what do we have for Cancer and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? 4 shuffles. What do we have for Cancer? Two more. And their person. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Cancer, King of Cups in reverse and the Lovers. So you're definitely feeling a very strong connection, but you are struggling to express your feelings, either because you are bitter about something or holding a grudge, or you're just having a hard time giving something your support. The Chariot. I do feel like you're motivated to kind of... Chariot can talk about overcoming obstacles, or like... It's like you are motivated to take control of a situation, but you may feel the need to keep your distance because you feel unable to express what... I don't know, let's see. 9 of Wands, 6 of Swords in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. So they're both Queen and King is in reverse on your side. So you may be aware that there's some type of bitterness between you and this person, or you may be having some insecurities emotionally when it comes to the situation because you feel like this person isn't willing to overlook something, or you feel like this person, or maybe if it's a newer thing, you feel like it's not mutual. Or whatever it may be. And I feel like you're having a hard time expressing yourself to this person. I don't really feel like you want to give up on this relationship or connection, whatever it is, but you're having a hard time making progress because you have a lot of emotional insecurities when it comes to whether this is wishful thinking. I feel like you're starting to feel, or you may feel from time to time, that it's wishful thinking to have something with this person. Even if you're in a relationship already, it's like maybe the two of you always have the same issues, you know, never blending well when it comes to love languages, whatever it may be. So, so I feel like you got your defenses up. I mean, give me why that King of Cups in reverse. With the Knight of Cups, I don't know. I feel like you got a lot of love for someone, but you feel unable to express it. The Hangman can be someone that feels like almost in time out. They feel like they need some type of perspective so they can move something forward. So I feel like you love someone, or you want to move towards someone, but you feel like you have to keep your defenses up because you feel like if you try to connect with them or try to move something too quickly or whatever it may be, it has you put in a position where it's like awkward, or this person is making you feel awkward about it, whatever it may be, and you don't really see a whole lot of progress happening. There may be temptation this week for you, Cancer. Some of you may actually do it, where you rock the boat a little bit with your own emotional bias or whatever it may be. The King of Cups in reverse is someone that's not really expressing their love authentically in an unconditional way. It comes out in bitterness. It comes out in hurt feelings. It comes out in me. So if you feel like this person either doesn't love you, or if you feel like they're being insensitive or not overlooking something or something along those lines, you may end up like rocking the boat a little bit. Six of Swords in reverse can be like rocking the boat. You know what I mean? Having a hard time going with the flow as is. So you may, because of a lack of progress, you may, again, say things in a way that's not necessarily authentic, or act in a way that's not necessarily authentic, but it's because I feel like you want some type of clarity, because you're waiting for some type of perspective or clarity. Just give me one more on that Nine of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Swords. You may feel cut out from this person's life, or you feel like they're being very like as matter of the fact type of energy with you. You feel like they're being very blunt, like not really giving you much to work with when it comes to being sensitive to whatever is going on. So you may rock the boat this week with some type of emotional bias you have toward a situation, or hurt feelings or something. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. Everybody's different. I'm just saying it. Let's just put it this way. Whether you intend to rock the boat or intend to get something going intentionally or not, I feel like you're going to end up rocking the boat with something this week. And it may not necessarily be a wish fulfilled. So whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, but I feel like your intentions are like low-key pure. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you authentically you want to be able to see something from a different perspective. Okay. Whoever you're dealing with, Cancer, this is someone that is if this is a long-term relationship, this is someone that there's a lot of clear expression happening. However, it's coming from a place of disputing resources, disputing debts, arguing around money, things of that nature. And they may be, being very clear or expressing their suspicions or their nervousness around money. Okay. If you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that may be very clear with you around, they feel like it's not stable for this, that, and the third reason. Okay. This is someone that feels like they're not really putting in a whole lot of commitment or giving it a whole lot of commitment because they feel like it's not stable, or they feel like it's not realistic, or Judgment in reverse. I don't know. This person is kind of making their judgment on you or the situation. Whether that judgment is right or not, they're making some type of judgment. Judgment in reverse can come off quite judgy as well. Okay? It's someone that isn't really open to resurrect the situation in a way where they're willing to hear you out, or they're willing to answer your call, or they're willing to whatever. This is someone that's made some type of judgment, whether it's right or not. They are being, mind you, they are being very expressive, and then they're going to like block you, for example, or ignore your phone calls, or just ignore you in general, because they disagree, or they're disputing whether this relationship or potential of is actually stable. I also feel like this person is going to be very expressive with you around their fears about putting in the work to make this happen, because they may feel like they already got a lot on their plate. Okay, this is someone that is saying like, listen, I already got a lot on my plate. So they may come off a little bit judgy because they got a lot on their plate, or they're trying to be responsible or do something the responsible way, whether that has to do with money, whether that has to do with love or rebuilding with you, or whatever it may be. They may feel the need to like be responsible about a situation and take accountability for some type of judgment that they've made. And as much as they want to put in the work with you, they're also a little bit on edge because they feel like they already got a lot on their plate. But I do feel like they're going to be very expressive around that. You know, like I said, they may be very expressive about the fact that I want to put in the work, but it's like I got too much going on, or I want to go on more dates, but it's like I'm working so much, something like that. So, and if, for example, this person is in a position where they do got a lot going on, you may try to give this person, I'm not saying you're doing it intentionally, but you may try to make this person feel bad for you this week where, okay, they can't go on a date with you or something. You may try to make them feel bad. I'm not saying, I don't really feel like your intentions are bad. I really don't. With that Knight of Cups and the Hangman. They may also say something specific around the lines of like, you're not using your head. You're not using your head, Cancer. Something like that. But yeah, they are disputing whether this situation is stable. But I don't think you're receiving a whole lot of like commitment from this person this week. Or if it's a relationship already, there's a lot of like money issues that is kind of impacting the relationship. Wheel of Fortune reverse. This is someone that is feeling weighed down with some type of external influence that has nothing to do with you. Okay, so they could be dealing with work stress, or for some of you, there's a karmic situation that this is someone that is trying, or they're feeling burdened with some type of karmic situation, or the Wheel of Fortune reverse can just be bad luck or some type of external upheaval or negative influence that they're dealing with. So I feel like this person is dealing with something that has nothing to do with you, and they're trying to carry it all, and they are coming off very clear, but be mindful that this person, it may come off quite judgmental, or like there's not much changing their mind, but that's because this person feels like something has to be done a set way, because they can't do any, they feel like they literally can't do anything more than they are. Or they're trying to be responsible about whether this is stable or not, or around debts, things like that. But the good news is there's a lot of clear communication, but it may come off from a very tense way. And you likely will perceive it as, well, this person doesn't love me. You know what I mean? They must not love me, or this person is bitter, or they're holding a grudge, or they're being selfish, something like that. Sorry, guys. I can't talk. But you could be dealing with a Leo, Pisces, or Virgo. That's all we have specifically. Yes, I think we're actually technically in Virgo season right now. I think we might have just entered it like a half hour ago, didn't we? Yeah, Leo season is over. Or we're going to be in soon. Speaking of Virgo. Speaking of Virgo. Oh, no, not speaking. Not speaking of Virgo. We are in Leo. I almost forgot. Your season's over. Leo. Why do I keep wanting to go to Virgo? I've never done that. Okay, what's good, Sharon? What do we have for Leo and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. What do we have for Leo and their person? One more. Three shuffles. Oh, why do we keep getting this card? Mars is in Cancer. You know, because like a bunch of signs had this card. Chariot in reverse. Mars is in Cancer right now, so a lot of us are kind of motivated. Like our motivations and what's driving us, what's causing anger, what's causing a lack of motivation or a motivation is driven with like where we feel like we truly belong. You know what I mean? Fourth house energy, our home, where we're discontent, wanting to change it. And it's like experiencing a lot of frustration. But anyways, regardless, because yeah, Mars is in Cancer, I think, for the next 6 weeks or the next 5 weeks now, maybe. But that must be why everybody's getting this card. So your overall energy, Leo, Chariot in reverse. So yeah, feeling scattered, unable to take control of the situation. Chariot in reverse. Okay, the Hermit, Two of Swords in reverse. I do get a bit of like I feel like you're trying to convince someone of something. Hold on. The Hermit, Two of Swords in reverse. So hold on. Nine of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Wands. All right. Two of Swords in reverse, Hermit. Well, Leo, I feel like you know something. You know some type of fact about yourself or situation. I feel like there's a lot you're omitting, though. It's kind of like you're keeping a lot to yourself. If you're in a long-term relationship, I just have to tell you, this week you may be in a space where you have a very specific desirable outcome with someone when it comes to receiving generosity from them in a monetary way. And you may low-key be, you know, trying to convince someone of something, or you're being persuasive because there's a desirable outcome to receive some type of generosity or money or something like that from someone. Okay, so like if this is a long-term relationship, you may be being extra nice this week because you're trying to be responsible about something that you may know where you feel on a personal level it's a bit of a wish unfulfilled, but you're still wanting to put in the work or do whatever that is, or there's something here that you're not willing to let go of despite you feeling unable to make it work on your own. So that's either coming in a monetary sense, or this is you having a hard time letting go of some type of wish unfulfilled or disappointment or unpleasant experience with this person, but you're still in a space where you're open to receive love and you're open to receive generosity. You're open to receive suck ups, you know. I'm sorry, but I'm really getting that. It's like what I got immediately. So yeah, I feel like you are, I don't know, I do feel like you're a bit, you have a very specific self-interest with this person. I'm not saying you just want them for money or just want them for, I'm not, okay, let's back it up because that's not what I mean. How do I word that? I just feel like you're feeling unwilling to let something go, whether that's a grudge, whether that's an unpleasant experience, a disappointment, or something personal that you were truly wanting. So you may be desiring someone to be a little bit generous with you, and you may be in a space this week where you're trying to convince someone, either with your energy, or you're trying to convince someone in a way where you're not being honest. Because I do feel like you know something, okay, either pertaining to bad news around money, or you lack a backup plan, or you plan to go to Hawaii and now you can't for whatever reason. There's something you know, but you're kind of keeping that fact to yourself, and you're hoping to kind of almost set this person up to kind of fulfill your desire without you even having to ask. Okay, that's very specific, but I can't help but say that. Okay, so I feel like you're trying to convince someone of something. Doesn't feel very lovey-dovey. I mean, some of you, if you're not in contact with this person, Leo, you may attempt to seek closure with someone, and you're coming off like, let's be friends, or you're coming off like you have no desire for a relationship, but you're hoping that this person reciprocates in a way where you can kind of feed off that, where the two of you can have whatever your desired outcome is. Like, you may not be being wholeheartedly honest with someone with the fact that you do want them, okay? Because you may feel like they already made a choice for you, okay? So if you're in a relationship, there's definitely a self-interest where you want this person to balance something out or cater to something so you don't have to let it go. Like I said, it does feel like something like I want this, I want to do this, I want to buy this car, I want to, or I just want to be pampered this way. I don't know. There's something that you really want, but you feel unable to do it yourself. So you're hoping your partner may kind of give you a bit of a handout. Okay, whatever. You probably deserve it. Okay. And if you're not in a relationship, yeah, I do feel like you're putting in the work to seek closure in hopes that this person, shares something with you that makes you feel like this is this is mutual, or that makes you feel able to kind of feed off that in some type of way. You have some insecurities emotionally when it comes to the situation, but because of something you feel unable to resolve the situation the way you want. So you're kind of approaching someone in the way of like, yeah, I just want to give you closure or get closure, when really I want to, take you to the bedroom, but neither here or there, okay? You're trying to digress with someone in hopes that they kind of take the lead, okay? So now whoever you're dealing with, Leo, I don't know. I feel like this is someone that is, hold on. I feel like this is someone that is going to be connecting with you in a very optimistic way, in a way where it's like, yeah, let's go on a date, or let's connect. This is someone that if you are connecting with them, if you're in no contact, they're happy to connect with you, okay? They're happy to connect with you. But I don't see this person feeling able to be transparent with you. It's out of jealousy, though. If you're not in a relationship with this person, this is someone that is happy to connect with you. There is a part of them that's low-key obsessed, but they're also prophesizing how something would play out if they were to connect or be transparent with you, because they're aware that you have another fire sign, or someone that is also competing for something that, like, the Five of Swords can be someone that's aware that someone is competing for something they want. And whatever that is, it's creating some jealousy with this person, where it may manifest into a bit of obnoxiousness or arrogance. So I feel like this person isn't going to be willing to take the high road, for example, to take the lead if you're not in a relationship, because they feel like someone else is still in the picture, or there's something that is creating some jealousy or confidence issues. Okay? So they may come off like, yeah, cool. You know what I mean? It's like, this is someone that is connecting with you, is like, yeah, let's be friends, or we can be friends, or whatever. Even though they low-key do, you know, I don't know. I feel like this person's kind of playing head games with you, really. I feel like this person wants you to see them a certain way because they're aware someone else is in the picture, but they feel like there's no opportunity for them to connect with you in a certain way. Or there's some type of jealousy. If there's no one in the picture, Leo, this person just has an ego issue where they're not willing to take control for whatever reason. You know what I mean? They want to be treated like a princess, okay? They want you to rub their feet. They want you to, you know, buy them things like that. If you're in a relationship with this person, this is someone this week that is going to be very happy or optimistic, or they're going to be trying to take you on a date, or it's like they're in a bit of a naive space. Leo, I'm not gonna lie, they're in a bit of a space of like everything's great, or it's like I love you, have fun, have a good day at work. But then something that they're enlightened to or preview to causes some heavy anger. It's like this is someone that's unsettled with something. They're angry. They're angry. Justice in reverse. They feel like it's not fair. Or they're not willing to, I feel like this person feels unable to take control in the way they want. So it has them acting in an unfair way because it's either potentially emasculating in some way, or they just feel unable to some of you, I literally get you're wanting this person to co-sign for you. I specifically got that. Co-sign for something. This person is not willing to sign the agreement. They're angry now. Or there's something maybe they need to sign. I don't know. That's for if you're in a long-term relationship. This person's a bit mad with you because they thought things were great. And yeah, if some of you, Leo, too, if you're in a long-term relationship, this person is mad at you because they feel like you fucked around at some point in time, either with a third party or there's some type of third party that is causing this person a lot of mental conflict. And it's causing them to have a hard time being fair with you because there's jealousy or there's anger, something like that. This person may have a problem with someone in your friend group, like it's kind of like someone that is, sorry, I'm getting so many stories for you, my bad, but it's like this person may be feeling like someone in your friend group is low-key trying to fuck you, and it's like they're mad. They don't want you to hang out with that person. Yeah, and this person, no, they're not willing to do that. No, they don't want to do that. They don't want to sign for that. So if you're in a long-term relationship, I would expect your person to not really give you what you're wanting, okay? Nine of Wands in reverse. They're being relentless. I don't honestly, in their defense, I feel like there's, for the majority of you, if you're in a long-term relationship, they feel unable to take control in the situation in the way that you want them to anyway. So even if they wanted to, they can't. So now they're just feeling stupid. They're feeling shitty. And for some of you, this person is mad because of some type of third party that's causing a lot of mental fuckery. And I don't feel like they're being wholeheartedly transparent. Like, for example, if there is jealousy, they're not going to be transparent with you that they're jealous. They're probably going to just be temperamental with you, okay? But yeah, if you're not in a relationship with this person, I feel like they're not willing to be transparent with you. They got some ego issues. They low-key are obsessed with you, but they're also feeling unsettled with what they perceive to be a lack of equal give and take or a one-sided situation. And it has them feeling justified to be relentless. and they may be waiting for some type of new, but I don't really trust this person. If you're not already in a relationship with this person, I don't trust them, because I low-key feel like they just want to have the upper hand. That's toxic as fuck. And I mean, especially with the hangman, they're waiting for it. They're waiting for you to be like, oh, I want a relationship with you, just so they can reject you. It's an ego thing, okay? Just so they can shut you down. And if this person needs to take accountability for something, if you're not in a relationship, don't expect it, okay? They're not going to. So, but they will connect with you as if everything's breezy, okay? It's a trap, okay? I'm just joking. Do whatever you gotta do, okay? As long as your intentions are good, you can't really regret much, okay? You said what you needed to say. If they want to fuck it up, let them fuck it up. You know what I mean? So, some of you are also trying to convince your person to move, Leo. You may be wanting to move into a different house. It's causing your man or woman to be very cranky. It's very masculine over here. It's causing them to be very cranky because they feel like, Leo, even if I wanted to move, we can't. There's no homes available or something like that. So it makes this person feel frustrated. It makes this person feel frustrated because it's like they feel like it's almost like someone that knows you want something, but they can't do it. I don't know. Either way, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have Libra and Cancer, Virgo, Pisces. Could be any sign as far as elements go. But I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a bit of a wish unfulfilled for you when it comes to an effort to... I don't know, Leo. I do feel like you're trying to have something. You're trying to have it all. Like I said earlier, like you're not willing to let go of something. So you're hoping someone else puts in the work or does something for you. I don't know. Ooh, pumpkin spice. Oh, that makes me think of pumpkins and fall. So nice. All right, Virgo. Hey, Rachel. Leo Strength Tarot. What do we have for Virgo and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? To react. What do we have for Virgo and their person? Two more. What do we have for Virgo? One more, and their person. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Virgo. The start in reverse with Four of Wands, Seven of Wands. Standing your ground. Four of Wands. Not rejuvenating. Virgo is bringing the drama this week. You are the drama this week. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It does feel as though you have the advantage a little bit. Okay. All right, Virgo. I feel like, I don't know if there's something going on in Mercury with the astrology, but this does kind of remind me of Gemini's reading too. A little bit. I feel like something is triggering you this week, or something is causing you to not really be inspired to keep the peace. Okay, let's just put it that way. The Hermit, Seven of Wands. I feel like you're taking an opportunity to defend yourself, Virgo, or defend your stance on a situation. And it could be stemmed from some type of triggering frustration. Three of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse. It could be pertaining to a third party type of energy, or King of Swords in reverse. You may feel the need to stand up to someone. Okay. Hold on a second. Someone is thinking, celebrating, cooperating. Let's just put it this way. You feel like, now there could be a third party involved somewhere. Now that doesn't have to be a lover. That could be a sibling. That could be, because there could be family matters or enmeshment going on here with siblings, with family. And you may feel like there's a snake in the grass. Let's just put it that way. Within a family dynamic, within a friend circle, within a social group you're a part of, or there could literally be a third party situation. And you feel like there's a little bit of a snake in the grass. And it has you kind of saying it how it is. You may feel the need to kind of, like I said, defend your position or stand up to a family member or stand up to a sibling or a friend, something along those lines. Because you feel like they're not, Wheel of Fortune reverse, triggered. You feel like someone is making something worse, or you feel like someone is not cooperating, or someone is not, there's some type of repetitive pattern here around someone's bitchy behavior. Okay, whether, I mean, you may feel like maybe your partner's just being bitchy this week. I don't know. There's some type of repetitive pattern around a third party or around a sibling or family getting into your business, something like that. And it has you pissed. And I do feel like you feel I have the advantage here in this situation. I've just been keeping to myself. I've just been doing my thing. Or you have some type of inner knowing from a period of like introspection in regards to what path you really want to take. And you feel like you've outgrown some shit with someone. You feel like you've outgrown some shit with someone. Now, again, this kind of feels like, okay, you're standing up to someone, a sibling. I want to say like you may be standing up to someone for someone. Okay, that could be it too. There's too many external influences going on. Look at that. That's crazy. And here you are. You may feel put in a position to defend yourself. Okay, you have an opportunity to defend yourself, but it's because someone is being a bitch, or someone keeps getting wrapped up in the third parties, or someone is not being a team player. Someone is not being a team player. Someone is not cooperating. And you're not open to keeping the peace. Okay, give me a little bit more on this like third party energy. The King of Cups and the Hangman. All right, let's put it this way, Virgo. I feel like you are confronting someone that you've already had some type of conversation with, because this third party energy is someone that seems to be overlooking something that they've already been previewed to. Okay, you may have already enlightened someone around, I don't know, I mean, let's get into it. Okay, on what did Virgo enlighten this person on? The Empress. So you may have enlightened someone on something that you're supporting. You could be supporting a mother, or there's some type of strong feminine energy, or there's a business or something along those lines. There's a very solid feminine energy in your life, whether maybe you've enlightened someone to the fact that like maybe you started dating someone and you made it very clear, like, listen, I'm taking care of my mom, or my mom's living with me, or you kind of made it very clear with what your responsibilities are, or what maybe even someone else's responsibilities are pertaining to a feminine energy, or pertaining to what needs to happen in order for the relationship to grow, something like that. There's a third party here, or you're confronting someone that is seeming to be overlooking information that they have been previewed to. So you've already enlightened someone on something pertaining to, like I said, I feel like you're not in a space where you're welcoming something because you feel like I've already told you this and now you're being a bitch about it. It kind of reminds me of an energy, like it could be around children too. The Empress can talk about maternal influence. Maybe you told someone, like maybe someone was cool at the beginning, but now they're being like bitchy about something you've already told them was like, that's what my life is like. You know what I mean? It's kind of giving me those vibes. You could be standing up for a sibling too. I'm sorry, guys. You could be standing up for a sibling or a friend because someone is being a dick, is what this feels like. Someone's being a dink. Someone's being a dink. So now, like for example, if you're in a relationship, okay, there could be a sibling or friend that they're dealing with that you may be standing up to because you feel like they're overlooking something that's already in their awareness around what this person needs to support themselves or what this person needs to nurture in order for them to grow. Maybe they're healing, maybe they're pregnant. Maybe someone's being a dick to your pregnant wife, you know what I'm saying, or husband, you know, whatever the energy. Okay, not pregnant husband, but you get the gist. You feel like, what are you doing? Or you are just a single mama, okay, or single father, where you made it clear with this person that this is my responsibilities, and now you feel like this week this person is being a bitch about it, okay? So you've already made it very clear with someone what to expect, what to prophesize. Like, you don't even need to think, this is how my life is, this is my responsibilities, or this is what your responsibilities should be if you want to be in a relationship with me. And now this week, all of a sudden, they're being a dink about it, okay? Again, that could be because we got a lot of external influences here. So you could be saying that to a sibling, or a sibling is saying that for you. Either way, you have the advantage here. Let's just put it that way. You have the advantage. But I do feel like you could be standing up to family for a lot of you. I don't know. Now, whoever, but you guys are just, that's definitely very clear though, in a very confusing way. Now, so yeah, something does trigger you. For some of you, if you're in a long-term relationship, you're triggered because there's some type of like unforeseen negative influence that makes you think very negatively around your partner not learning from the past, okay? When it comes to not being honest with you or something like that. So if there is no third party involved. So whoever you're dealing with, Virgo, all right, this person knows that they were dumb. Let's just put it that way. This person knows that they kind of went in over their head or they crossed the line, something along those lines. I do feel like this person is being very forthcoming. They're taking control. This is someone that's taking control like immediately. Okay. It does feel like quite immediate. It does feel like someone that's like, okay, wow. You know, that is like someone is aware that something is a major problem, or someone is, how do you say, like someone knows that something was a bit much, okay? And I do see them taking control and apologizing. Someone's balancing something out with you. The Two of Cups. Devil in reverse. So someone is trying to reassert control here in a partnership. Confident. So someone's apologizing here to regain respect or to maintain respect. Like someone is respecting something that is being shared, and someone is balancing that out. Okay. Like if it's a partner, yeah, they could have fucked up. And they're being very immediate with you when it comes to, it's like they know they fucked up. You know what I mean? So I don't know, your person is honestly like, whether this is a person, whether this is a friend, the King of Wands can be a masculine energy. Like maybe, for example, if your sister is being treated like shit by someone that is just being very harsh or kind of a dick. It's like it's like, oh yeah, my bad, like, sorry. It's like someone's immediately trying to regain respect here. But the Justice in reverse, though, why does this still feel a bit shady? Nine of Wands in reverse. This still feels a bit shady. So someone is apologizing to regain respect. The problem is, though, is I don't really feel like someone is actually... Justice in reverse. Why the Justice in reverse? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So they're trying to reassert control in a situation that maybe they were unfair, but it's only because they reap what they sow. So basically, for some reason, I keep getting like a sibling. So sorry if I say that. It could be direct one-on-one. A sibling or friend. Basically, someone is only taking accountability because they reap the consequences. Is kind of what this feels like. Like if you wasn't there to call out your sister's boyfriend or your friend's boyfriend or whatever, they probably would have kept going, kind of thing, or they probably wouldn't have changed or apologized. So it does feel like a bit of a rose-tinted view associated with someone's niceness. So I would just be careful with that, because the Justice in reverse and the Ten of Wands in reverse signify someone that's not truly taking responsibility. They're just trying to give you a rose-tinted view to regain your respect. Okay, especially so. So yeah, someone's presenting a rose-tinted view to regain your respect. This feels more like friends, okay? And it's very strong. We got two strong masculine energies here too. So I feel like two masculines are butting heads. Oh, three masculines. But I do read that is that one. That was clarifying. And it's in relation to the Empress. For some of you, maybe you have a brother and your brother's treating your mom like shit. Now, I know this is a love reading though, but somehow this is impacting your love life. Okay, don't ask me, okay? But I do feel... Because what is at the root of all of this issue is the Empress. So children, what's good for the children, or a mother, you know, what needs to happen in order for a relationship to grow, or a pregnancy. And someone's being a dick. And Virgo, you may stand up to someone, is what this feels like. So, I don't know, since this is love, like if you're not in a relationship, for example, maybe you work with this person, for example, and you're standing up to some type of rumors or work drama. Three of Cups in reverse can be like rumors, whatever. Three of Pentacles in reverse in the workplace. You could be standing up to work drama for this person. Okay. Why are all the readings so much tonight? I mean, we do have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay. We're going to be entering that energy here tomorrow or the next day. It's like 5 days before, 5 days after coming up. Pisces is your opposite. So you may be seeing the shadow of someone this week, Virgo. Or I don't know. We're going to move on. But I do feel like you're standing up to someone. Now, your person, but again, this doesn't feel, I mean, it could be a same-sex relationship. It doesn't feel, I feel like you're standing up for someone else. Now, it could be reversed. If you're the feminine, there could be a masculine that is standing up for you in relation to your circumstance, the children, or whatever, to someone else. We got a lot of masculines in the ring, Virgo. So yeah, just be mindful of that. You know, even if this is more of like a lighter thing where you're not really in a relationship or anything like that, this is someone that is going to give you a rose-tinted view to regain your respect. But ultimately, the only reason they're doing it is because they paid the consequences or they've reaped what they've sown, for being relentless at one point in time. But ultimately, I don't see this person. The problem is there's a difference in moral between the two of you, or there's a difference, like this person doesn't really see a problem, or they're not willing to take accountability authentically. Like I don't even see this person being very honest with you, or they're only taking accountability for something shady because they've reaped what they've sown, but ultimately they're still not really someone that's reliable. Like I don't really feel like you can rely on this person. They just want to regain your respect. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense. Why the Two of Cups? Queen of Cups in reverse. Well, honestly, they may low-key be emotional about you. They may low-key be in their feels about you. And it's like someone that rather... So if this is the direct love person, this person is trying to regain your respect either because someone isn't willing to overlook something, or if this is the person of love interest, this is someone that is low-key quite emotional about you. And it's like they just want to regain your respect, even if they feel like there's a difference in morals between the two of you. There's a lot going on. I don't know. Let's just get off it. But like, there's a lot of drama. There's 3 masculines in the ring. It could be 2. But you feel like this is Virgo coming through, or the masculine coming through. Like, I've already warned you. Okay, I've already warned you to stay away from my sister. Or something like that. Or I've already warned you to stay away from my partner or something. There's something where you're being very clear with someone. Or I've already warned you that I have children or I have a mother to take care of. Why are you bitching about it? You know what I'm saying? There's something like that. Or I've already warned you that this is my business. This is my job. This is what I need to do to support myself. You know what I mean? And now you're complaining because I can't go on dates or go party with you all the time. Like, sorry, I'm trying to grow, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's something where it's like you feel like I've already warned you, and therefore I have the advantage here. Because 7 of Wands is all about... Oh, I shuffled it. You did it as 7 of Wands. I mean, that's like... Your convictions are in order. So... yeah, this person does want to regain your respect. But again, it feels like masculine. I wouldn't be surprised, Virgo. Do you know what this feels like? I wouldn't be surprised if someone that tried to screw you over or even tried to I don't know, someone that it's like, even if they try to screw you over, whatever happened, it's like they're still trying to like be friends with you. It's like a snake in the grass. It's like a masculine energy, and they feel quite confident in themselves. You know what I mean? But you could be dealing with a Taurus. We also have Taurus, Capricorn, Libra, and Aquarius, or Pisces. Hey, sweetheart. All right. I'm going to use some treats. Say bye-bye. Someone isn't cooperating. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. Oh, you also said Libra. So you have Libra, Capricorn, Pisces, Virgo, Taurus, and Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the cats sitting up here, but they won't just sit. They'll start picking at everything. And honestly, I just get distracted. I find it a little bit distracting. I don't know how readers read with their cat flopping their tail on the cards. Like, I can't. um, how is everybody today? Oh, it's good, Annette. Did you get moved? Wasn't it you that was telling me that you were moving? Told by Maud. There was my turbine. Oh, you're packing still? Okay. Exciting. Is that why is your sister going to be helping you or something? That'll be fun. Have a little wine. Wine and pack. The reads can apply to no contact. Yeah, you just got to kind of shift the perspective of it. You know what I mean? Like every action has a level. Oh, your brother. Okay. I don't know how brothers would be, but I have a brother, but he's never really been in my life. I don't know. Maybe he can be a girl's girl too. I don't know. See your shine. All right. Libra. Ugh. All right, what do we have for Libra, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Libra and their person? Knight of Wands in reverse wanted to come out, Libra. All right, let's not talk too much about that. What do we have for Libra and their person? 3 more. One more. What do we have for Libra and their person? 3 shuffles. All right. Okay. Libra, seizing the moment. I love that for you. 4 of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands. That's definitely you seizing a moment. Being a little bit more daring. I don't know. I feel like there's something that you have completely, it's flatlined, okay? You're recognizing there's something in your life that's a flat line. You're over it. And I do feel like you're maneuvering this week in a way where you don't give a shit about the consequences. I do feel like you're being a little bit of a hot mess, okay? Where you may be acting or initiating things in a way where you know it's going to hurt someone, or you not hurt someone literally, but you know it's going to either hurt someone's feelings, or you know it's going to cause a bit of a mess, okay? It's going to cause, you know, the top to blow off of something, okay? But you don't care. I feel like you're kind of in a space where you're wanting to create something new. You want to have a new experience. There is some, I mean, give me a little bit more on the Ace of Wands. 7 of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands. I feel like you're in communication with someone new, or you're hearing from someone that really gets your gears shifted in all the right ways. It feels right. It feels exciting. And it's just nice. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where that's going, but it feels nice. And you may be inspired to share territory with that person. So you may run into them in town, and it's like you get all cozy with them. You have a coffee with them. Or you hear from someone, and it's like you kind of make plans to kind of connect, whatever it may be. But it does have you, like I said, like there may have been someone loosely in the picture, or 2 of Pentacles in reverse can signify that you may be acting on something without really having a, how do you say, I'm just going to say it, like you may be already involved with someone, but you're seizing a new opportunity because you've already concluded that whatever you were involved with is done anyway. So even though it's going to create a bit of a disaster, you're seizing the moment. So like I said, you're seizing the moment with someone, you're being a little bit daring, and you don't really care of the consequences. I don't really feel like, even if this person comes to you in a way of like, explain yourself, you're like, leave then. You know what I mean? You're in a space where you really don't give a shit at all. And I feel like you could be acting a little bit irresponsibly, I'm not going to lie. But with the Temperance, I feel like you feel like it's right. Temperance is upright, okay? You're in a space of like going with the flow, trusting your intuition, not thinking too much. And you're excited to talk to someone. I mean, give me a little bit more on that Page of Wands, because I don't really feel like that's showing up here. Ooh, 5 of Swords. And the 2 of Wands. So, Libra, you may be hearing from someone or connecting with someone that has a little bit of mental conflict when it comes to you, because they're aware that something else is in the picture. Whether that something else does not have to be a person. They could be aware that you're moving, or they're aware that there may be no possibility to have you because something else has your attention. or that's their perception. And it has you in a place of being open and willing to kind of, explore new paths. And now this could be something that's putting you in a position where you do have to make a choice between two, or, connecting with someone will have you thinking about, okay, do you really want to work here? Do you really want to live here? Do you want to live closer to them? There's this like element of like wander when it comes to connecting with someone, because there is a lot of unknowns, or there is things that seem to be coming in between the two of you, whether that's other people or other circumstances, but you're kind of going with it. Whew. Some of you are also, what I want to say, bailing on someone that doesn't have a backup plan, but you don't care. Like, you don't care. I don't know why you don't care. Why does Libra not care? King of Wands in reverse. I don't know, you could be mad at this person, or you are, I mean, give me one more. Why does Libra not care? King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles. I don't know. I feel like you just don't have passion there. There may have been something that has become quite transactional, where it's like a you get what you give. There's been no oomph. There's been no, even if you wasn't in contact with someone, no, it's like you're sick of like playing games as an adult. Like, you may be sick of like waiting on someone to reach out to you or something. It's like you're kind of like seizing the moment. You don't care because you may be bored of some type of transactional relationship, or you may also feel like you're the one in past situations that have always had to keep the balance in a situation. I don't know. You don't care because some of you just don't care because you feel like you've been keeping things fair. Like, some of you may have kind of labeled something like a transactional relationship and that's it. I've been doing my part, so whatever else I do is none of your business. Or if you wasn't in contact with someone, you may feel like I've been fair with you, I've been generous with you, and you still piss me off. Like, you feel like you don't care, or you don't care because you feel like you've been fair with someone. So there's something you're letting go of, or you no longer give a fuck about, because you feel like you've followed through with your agreements, or you've done your part, and they lost you. Like, too bad. You may not even really have passion or attraction for a past person anymore. So you're hearing from someone. It's taking you into the unknown. It's taking you into a new reality, potentially, with the Two of Wands. It's a new experience. You're connecting with someone this week that is a completely new experience for you. Even if you've known them before, the two of you never really connected like this or something, okay? But whoever's over here, Libra, this is someone that all right, this is someone that doesn't really want to lose you. They see you as someone very, very valuable. I also get that this person feels they do have some trust issues with you, Libra, either because they feel like you're promiscuous, or they're not sure if you are seducing them, that type of energy. But they also want to, I kind of get the vibe, Libra, that you're dealing with someone that wants to kind of, what's that saying? I don't know how to say this nicely. Because now, mind you, they do see you as someone very valuable. They see you as wifey material, or someone that ultimately has your in one way or another. But they make it the vibe that maybe you're promiscuous, or you tend to not really take emotions that seriously, or you're kind of in a note when it comes to the love department, okay? And I almost want to say that you're dealing with someone that's a little bit more conservative, or they have like a more traditional plan in mind with you. Um, like what the thing that came to my mind is like, okay, I don't want to say, don't let me hurt your feelings. Okay. Don't do that, Libra. But like, what's that saying? Like, you can't make, no, I lost it already. So it mustn't have meant, I shouldn't say it. But it's like they may feel, they're, first of all, they're very sexually attracted to you. They see you as wifey material, but they may feel like you're a little bit in and out or emotionally inconsistent or potentially promiscuous. They may not be sure of that. And there's some trust issues there, but they don't want to lose you. It's like someone that wants to wife you up, but it's like, Ten of Cups, this person wants to marry, like this is someone that has a very specific idea for the two of you, okay? They want something traditional, but they may low-key feel, Libra, like you're maybe a little bit of a player emotionally, or you're a little bit moody. They may feel like you have a mood to you. And there's nothing wrong with that, but they may feel like if I had Libra, if Libra was my woman, okay, or man, they wouldn't even be in a mood. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone that feels like the reason you're a little bit of a hot mess is because your life's a bit of a hot mess. And they feel like if they were your man or woman, you would be the perfect wife. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it, or perfect husband. And I'm not saying they think you're a hot mess, but they do feel like you're a little bit all over the place emotionally. Okay, or there's things, did I put my mic on? Yeah. Or there's things that have you in mood. So this is someone that wants to like, what's that saying? Like they want to like put a ring on it kind of thing. Like, no, there's another saying. They want to wife you up. No. They're very traditional though, Libra. Are you ready for this person? I also feel like this person wants to take things slow. So no, this is someone that is very reserved, okay? It's very like earthy. It could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Very reserved. This person may try to inspire you to tend to some type of chaos within a family situation or relationship issue, potentially. Okay. I don't know. It kind of feels like someone that like is giving you like an option for a new life, but they have like, not to sound dramatic, now put it on whatever scale, but there's like, what is it? Like they're giving you like an ultimatum. They're giving you like, I want to be with you, but, you know what I'm saying? That needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they're being like that, but like it kind of feels like that. So they're seeing you as someone that they want to beg down. What's that saying? Beg down? I don't know. They don't want to lose you. But yeah, they have their relationship agreement made up, okay? Like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. It's like they have a relationship agreement, like in their head at least. And I feel like it's putting you in a place of like wonder, okay? I feel like this person isn't your ordinary type, or it's just someone that's different, or is your type, but you've never had your type before. You've been dealing with shit that you don't even want. Like, I don't even want that person. Something like that. I don't know. I feel like this person wants to take care of you. Like, even if you're a man, it's someone that wants to take care of you in other ways. The Queen of Pentacles is someone that tends to all the responsibilities. They tend to, it can be like housewife energy. It doesn't have to be. It can be someone that's like a businesswoman too, but it's someone that has the ability to tend to you. Take that as you will. That's in reverse. All right. So this person feels like there is some hectic behavior or shit that is not resolved or is not done. They're going to be addressing that. They're going to try to inspire you to tend to something responsibly. They see your value. This is definitely someone that is wanting like a traditional type of wife or a traditional husband. I'm not saying that you can't work or anything. I don't know whatever traditional means for them, okay? Wow, you're truly motivated by this too. Seizing the moment. Wow, the moon, the judgment, and the lovers, the knight of pentacles, the page of pentacles. You're looking at this like you are my ideal mate. Holy shit. Wow, you're the real deal. You feel like someone is like you take someone seriously, or you tend to find yourself taking this person really seriously because it's like they have, you know, their success to stand on, or it's like it's not just a fuck boy type of shit. I don't know why I can't put my words together, but I feel like you're going with it. Now, if it is a past person that you haven't really been involved with, they do have trust issues because of something. But again, they're kind of giving you an ultimatum here, is what that feels like. Or they're addressing something with care. They low-key may feel like you're a player, but they feel like you're only kind of like a player or moody because you've been dealing with fuckboys or losers. Okay. I don't know, you're here for it. You are so here for it. So, you're giving in. But you could be dealing with a Capricorn, very serious, or Scorpio. I was getting Scorpio energy too, just because of like the nature of this person's energy. It is someone that's very reserved, but they're expecting transparency. I don't know, moving on. But yeah, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sag. I feel like this person's going to help you grow or expand. It does feel new and exciting. All right, moving on to... Oh shit. Did I not even have Libra up on the bottom? No, I didn't. My bad. I'm so sorry. All right, Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Three shuffles. What do we have for Scorpio and their person? Overall energy for you, Scorpio, the Death card and the Knight of Swords in reverse. World in reverse. Well, I feel like you're definitely aware of changes, okay, happening. The Death and Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like this is having a heightened sense of awareness on a situation around being left behind, around having an inferiority complex to some degree. You're having a hard time seizing the moment with someone, either because you have a heightened sense of awareness that you've already been left behind, or I don't know, it's like you have a changed perception on a situation or person. World in reverse. It's like something was a desirable outcome, or sorry, something was an undesirable outcome. You may feel like you're lacking closure with someone. I don't know. I do feel like you're missing someone. or you're, I don't know, that's not missing. I feel like you're burnt out with sadness about someone. Who else? Someone else had that on this side. You're burnt out with sadness. Could have been Taurus's person. I don't know, someone else had your energy on their side. But I feel like you're... I don't know, you're ignoring a situation, but you're burnt out of it. You're burnt out by it because you're feeling... There's a heavy sense of disappointment, feeling left out. You could feel like someone's moved on, or you feel left behind, or you feel discarded on an emotional level, even if you're in a relationship. And there's just this heightened sense of heaviness that is causing you to not be motivated to work on it, but also has you... I do feel like you're a little bit embarrassed too. Two of Pentacles can actually talk about embarrassment, where it's like trying to catch your balance, trying to maintain your balance. Four of Swords in reverse. There's something here that I feel like is a bit uncomfortable for you. You're having a hard time acknowledging. There's sad feelings. There's feeling a loss, but also feeling like you can't acknowledge it because it will fuck you up. You know what I mean? On top of that, like, who are you going to talk to? This person is either, from your perception, not willing to work on it or work on themselves, or you feel like this person has already moved on, something along those lines. If you're in a relationship, this is highly depressing because I don't know, you're feeling burnt out with sadness and disappointment, sick of feeling underwhelmed. Why the Death card? Oh, Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Well, I feel like you have a strong emotional bond with someone, or you're recognizing that you have unconditional love for someone, where you tend to be more overlooking, or it's like you're trying to be understanding. Let's just put it this way. You're trying to be understanding with someone, or you're recognizing that you have unconditional love for someone, but you're also recognizing your love is constantly leaving you feeling like your effort to support something or constantly overlook something. The Death card can talk about having a heightened sense of awareness of doing something, or heightened sense of awareness, of the dangers of doing something. Like you don't see something a certain way. And as much as you want to love someone or express yourself or even overlook things, you're having a hard time doing that without discarding your own emotional needs. Something along those lines. You're feeling disappointment. I don't know, whatever this is, it's quite heavy because you do love someone unconditionally, but you're also aware of the dangers of overlooking something or acting impulsively when it comes to expressing yourself, or overlooking something or connecting with someone from the basis of love, regardless of the situation. You may feel like, okay, well, this is unconditional. You're recognizing the dangers of connecting with someone despite it being unconditional love or true good intentions, because it constantly leaves you feeling neglected emotionally, or constantly makes you get the brunt of someone else's view on you. And it's kind of burning you out a little bit. So you're kind of put in this position of, okay, well, I know what I need to do to maintain my balance financially. I guess I'll just keep doing that. But it is weighing on your motivation. overall, but you're trying to be resilient ultimately. If you're not in a relationship with this person already, you are just trying to ignore the situation and do it in a very mature way. If this person is trying to connect with you, you may be aware of the dangers of connecting with this person because you know that this person has a tendency to be petty. So it's not really about love at this point. It's like the song by Broods, not about love. You just ran out of air. Oh my God, this is so dramatic. You're reading so dramatic this week. But yeah, it's not about love. You just ran out of air, okay? I do feel like you love someone. But I feel someone ruined their reputation with you, or you're recognizing someone is not motivated to work on things in the way where your emotions can be acknowledged. And you just feel like you just feel like it takes from you. So you have a heightened sense of awareness of the dangers of connecting with someone. You do love them, but you're trying to just kind of keep on the up and up and focus on, keeping your ship running kind of thing. Work-life balance. So, but yeah, I feel like you know something needs to end, whether you want it to or not. And again, that could have been someone literally leaving you behind, too. So, whoever you're dealing with, the problem is with whoever you're dealing with, this is someone that does feel tension with you, but they're also feeling the need to suppress their desires with you. I want to say this person keeps getting it wrong. They keep getting it wrong with you. The High Priestess in reverse can be someone that is trying to navigate you and what's truly going on with you, but it's like they're wrong. This person may have got it wrong when it comes to why you chose to disconnect, or they got it wrong when it comes to, because I almost want to say this person doesn't really take you seriously. Page of Cups. Because I feel like this person is choosing to either disconnect and be single. Okay, this person may be unveiling the fact that they want to disconnect and be single. Okay. And it could also be pertaining to something that they got wrong about you. So for example, what the root of them wanting to be single for is caused by them getting something wrong about you. And I also feel like you're dealing with someone that doesn't truly understand the depth of you or your reason or meanings as to why you disconnected or why you're this is someone that is choosing to disconnect and just be single. They're trying to be responsible about children involved. If you have children with them, it's like they're trying to do their part when it comes to that. They feel like they're doing their part, or they're willing to. This is kind of like a masculine energy, Scorpio, that is saying, I'm willing to be there and be there for the kids and do all of this and that. However, It's like they may even say something like, you don't even want to be with me anyway. They're not really taking something seriously. There's a bit of immaturity when it comes to love in itself with you. I don't know, maybe that's what's hurting you so much, is because you feel like this person truly doesn't understand you, or you feel robbed emotionally, or robbed of just, you feel like, I love you unconditionally, but I don't feel like you love me, or you feel like you understand this person, but this person is never willing to understand you. I don't know, but you feel a loss, but it's not in the way where you had it. I feel like you never had it. I don't feel like this person ever truly understood you. And that's causing a bit of a burnout for you, where you recognize, okay, it does need to end. It's putting me in a very uncomfortable position where I need to get my ducks in order, but it's like, I get it, it needs to end. But I feel like your view of this and this person's view of this is totally different. You're in a space of like, that's too bad, because I really did love you. And you're willing to be mature. And this person is just, okay. This person is just focused on being civil and trying to control their emotion. I mean, I'm not even getting a whole lot of emotions. I feel like this person doesn't take you seriously. And they may feel like you're just choosing, like if you're not in a relationship, they feel like the reason you're trying to avoid connecting with them is so you're not bullied, or so you don't put yourself in an uncomfortable position, when I don't think that's it at all. I feel like you have a very deep understanding of your role and what needs to happen for you. And this person is just thinking, oh, Scorpio just doesn't want to be called out, or Scorpio, whatever. I think you just truly love this person and you truly want to do what's best, but you do feel discarded, or I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. You just feel like this person doesn't understand the depth of you, and they never will. You feel like they're not qualified to. And it sucks, especially some of you may feel like you wasted a lot of time with this person, but you're not holding it against them. You just feel like left with your sadness and loss. So this person might be choosing just to be single. If you're the one choosing to be single, Scorpio, this is someone that doesn't really take you seriously, and they're not really giving you much emotion here. I don't know, maybe you were looking for this person to understand you. This person just feels like, I'm doing my part. I do feel like this person is stressed, or they think about the situation a lot, but they tend to think worst case scenarios, so they just try to like do their part and not let emotional biases get in the way. They do admire you, but I don't feel like they take you seriously, and there's a lot of incorrect judgments when it comes to why you choose to disconnect. So I don't see this person. I mean, let me clarify that Page of Cups. The Hermit. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't know, this is someone that's, maybe that's what's hurting so much, because the Page of Cups can like gesture to things so childish. With the Hermit and the Ace of Swords in reverse, this person may be gesturing toward, wanting to go their own way or sever ties, and they're doing it in such a aimless way, or they're doing it in such a way that you feel like, the fuck, you know what I mean? Or if you're not in a relationship with this person, they're gesturing toward their understanding of the situation. But the problem is it's wrong. Okay. This person may be feeling like there is a lack of closure. This person may also be gesturing toward, like, I know you lied. I know you lied. Or it's like they're trying to make you feel like they know something. But, like, the problem is I feel like this person is wrong. Like, they're just wrong. They could be even gesturing towards something like being wise about misinformation. Like, I'm being single now. I'll help with the kids. I don't know. There's something so vain. You may feel like it feels vain. Okay. So this person is kind of approaching the situation from what you perceive to be a vain way. I just feel like they don't get you. And there's not a whole lot of feelings showing up. And when they do get in their head with that 9 of Swords, where they're thinking worst case scenario, it causes them to close off more. Because I feel like they're going to end up knowing more than what's being said. Worried. I feel like this person has more worry about you playing victim. I'm not going to lie. They have more stress and worry about you playing victim than they do about you. And I feel like you sense that heavily, where you feel like discarded emotionally. And it's causing a lot of exhaustion. So you're kind of burnt out by the situation on a whole. You have a heightened sense of awareness that this needs to be done or is done, or you can't see it any differently. You're in a bit of an awkward position, trying to like make arrangements or figuring things out. You are being resilient this week, and you're choosing to ignore this person or the topic in itself when it comes to emotions, because you feel like you are just robbed emotionally every time you address emotions. So it does feel like, it may feel as though someone is like ending something in a vain way, and it's like disgusting you a little bit, but you feel like you can't say anything because it's like, you may feel like you already knew. You may feel like you already knew that. And you do truly care about this person also. Or you're just very, very much inspired to be emotionally mature. But you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Virgo, Pisces, and Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? What do we have for Sagittarius and their person, universe, spirits, and guides? Ace of Swords in reverse. All right. Four shuffles. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Two more. Three shuffles. What do we have for Sagittarius and their person? Gosh. All right. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, maybe. I don't know. But overall energy for you, Sag, the Death card, Queen of Swords in reverse, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, some of you are... Whoa. Okay. All right, so there seems to be like delayed communication or receiving from someone, or there's some type of delayed change. Like there's some type of change happening, or something's happening. Okay. Let's put it this way. Someone is communicating their suspicions, and it's coming with an opportunity for you to kind of reflect on what you truly want, what's truly good for you. I do feel like there's an opportunity for you, Sag, or you're in a space where you're becoming aware of room for growth with someone, or you're becoming aware of potentially why did I feel like a dead weight hit me in Scorpio for real? Scorpio's reading just shot me with a dead weight. All right, moving on. All right. But I feel like you're receiving delayed news that has you giving you the opportunity to kind of withdraw and reflect on what you truly want. There's something here that has a lot of room to grow. This very abundant. Someone is showing up in a way where they're willing to support you. They're willing to nurture you. There could be talk about pregnancy or having a baby, for example. So there could be a delayed conversation about whether you and this person want kids, whether you want to have another kid, whatever it is. So there's some type of like opportunity to change the dynamic between the two of you drastically. I do feel like there's a part of you that fears nurturing this for whatever reason, whether you fear getting pregnant this soon, whether you fear connecting with this person because maybe they have kids. There's something pertaining to the details with this person that has you a bit fearful of resurrecting something or having a second chance or even seizing this opportunity by itself. So you are quite withdrawn this week, Sagittarius, but you are kind of receiving delayed news around someone wanting to support you or someone wanting to, I mean, what's that Page of Swords in reverse? I do feel Four of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Cups. Someone could be communicating with you, Sagittarius, where it's making you feel like you're being compared to someone else, or it's making you feel like someone's focused on the negatives of you, or let's just put it this way, someone is being very generous with you in the way that they're kind of taking a leap of faith, or they're taking a risk, okay? They could be sharing something with you, but whatever this is, it's making you feel discontent, or it's making you feel like they're comparing you to someone else, okay? I mean, maybe that's what causes you to feel the need to withdraw and ask yourself, do I really want this? Yes, this person's presenting themselves as someone that could support me. Not that you need their support, but it's presenting itself as something that's abundant, really. or supporting of your children, or someone wants to have babies. But it's also making you either have a little bit of apathy toward what this person is suggesting, or something is a bit discouraging because it's making you feel like, well, why? I don't know, something is making you feel like this person is focused on the negatives of you or comparing you. And it has you feeling the need to withdraw for a minute. Or even you may feel like they're connecting with you, but also rejecting, I don't know. Someone's taking a risk on you. Someone's taking a risk. But whatever they're suggesting, I can't fucking talk, guys. It's my teeth. Whatever they're suggesting, I don't know, you're not, it's kind of making you feel discontent. What is they suggesting? The Ace of Wands. I don't know, maybe someone seems to be like really great, but it's like they're wanting to fuck on the first day or something. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Or it's like they're trying to inspire, some type of action of some sort. Maybe this person's trying to inspire you to take some type of action to some degree. That's making you feel like, well, is what I'm doing not enough? Or someone is trying to, have a baby. The Ace of Wands can talk about like a birth of a baby boy. Maybe this person is, maybe you found out you're pregnant, you found out what the gender was, and you feel discouraged because this person's focused on the negatives of it because they wanted a boy or something like that. That's very specific. So it has you kind of withdrawing for a minute, kind of recollecting that moment. It's making you fearful to grow with this person now. I don't know. It could be, I don't know. I feel like it's something much bigger than that, though, with the Death card, the Hermit, and the Empress. So something is making you feel not good enough for someone, or something that you're doing is making you feel compared. Or now the Four of Cups, you could be comparing yourself. I'm not saying they're directly communicating, because the Page of Swords in reverse can be like suspicion, or you just observing and you're kind of comparing yourself to something else. Either way, you are kind of withdrawn from this person out of fear. The Judgment in reverse can be like being harsh on yourself, or fear of opening this can of worms again. But there is someone that is presenting themselves and looking at your person. That's no cap, okay? As my kids would say, no cap. That's someone with pure, authentic intentions. So I have a hard time. That's because your person is a King of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Justice, and the Hierophant. They're not playing at all. They want to marry you, or they want something serious, or they're being very direct with you when it comes to, taking a practical approach to marriage or to something of tradition, or whatever. It's like this is someone that authentically sees you as an ideal mate for them, but it is coming with like very direct, blunt, necessary communication. King of Swords is very necessary. Whether you agree with it or not, for this person, it's necessary. It's in alignment with their integrity, their beliefs, their morale, whatever it may be. Okay? So this person is being very honest with you. They do see you as an ideal mate, but there's something pertaining to their morale, their beliefs, what they feel is the right way to do something, what they feel needs to be done. It's like they're kind of being direct with you, or even giving you advice. Okay? If you're not whether you're heavily involved with them or not, this person could be giving you advice with that King of Swords. Also. Wow, with the Ten of Cups? What the fuck, Sag? Why are you over here doom and gloom? Oh, I don't know if I want that now. Oh, this person wants to marry you. They want to have, a family, or, If it's already a relationship, they want to keep the family together. But it's like they feel like they need to have a real conversation with you because they're trying to be practical about, what's like. This is someone that knows exactly who the fuck they are. This is someone that has a very solid integrity system, or, I mean, it could be something as simple as this person rejects you. Maybe you try to get in bed with them and they reject you. And it's making you feel like, I don't know. I know something is making you feel like not good enough, or this person isn't interested, or you feel like you're compared, like, or you yourself are comparing yourself to maybe someone else that this person, maybe an ex or something like that, right? There's something that is causing you to feel the need to withdraw. But they are telling you exactly what they want, exactly how they want things to play out between the two of you. But they are, I mean, what's this King of Swords? Because it could be a harsh truth. The King of Swords upright doesn't say things that are not necessary. That would be the King of Swords in reverse. What's the King of Swords? The Eight of Cups. Okay. This person may feel like you're avoiding issues, Sag. Eight of Cups, or they're being honest around their emotional disappointment that's causing them to lack trust in the connection with you. This person may also be avoiding intimacy. Okay, the Lovers upright can talk about like physical as intimacy. This person could be being very direct about wanting to avoid intimacy for whatever reason. Or they're giving advice. This person may be giving advice to you. They could be literally telling you to walk away from something. That would be a poor choice, Sag. I don't know, but this person wants it all with you, Sag. I don't know what to tell you. They're being honest with you around either issues they feel like you're avoiding, or they're giving you advice to walk away from something, or they're being very direct around avoiding physical intimacy, but it's like it's aligning with their own integrity of some sort. This person could also be telling you someone in your life ain't good for you. You know, it could be pertaining to family. Now, I'm not saying you should have to listen to what this person says and whatever, but it's like, whatever they're saying, it's like they're not trying to play games with you. It's like they're being real with you, giving advice. They may be trying to get you to like make a plan, something like that. I don't know, they're not playing games with you. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The King of Swords can have an element of like intellectual authority. So if it's not that deep, this person may feel like they're in the know about something going on with you, where they may feel compelled to give you advice on something that they may feel like you're going through, Sag. Good or bad. Okay, you could be going through something amazing, because there is opportunity for growth here too, right? I'm not saying it's anything bad necessarily, but still you find yourself, you may be in a space where you're looking at it as a negative for some reason. So it's kind of changing your perception on an opportunity that's making you almost like delay opening this can of worms, because it makes you feel like in order to open this can of worms with this person, it will require you to, what would Sag have to do? Why is they delaying it? Four of Swords. I don't know, Sag, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Some of you, this person's like giving you advice about, getting therapy. Not that there's anything wrong with you. Maybe they feel like you've been through something and maybe you need therapy. Or they may be, the Four Swords talks about like, seeking counsel, going to a therapist, healing, taking a break. Maybe they're just being very direct with you about needing to take a break with something, or needing to think about something. Maybe they want you to think about something deeper. Maybe they want you to really think, do you really want this? Four of Swords can talk about like accepting help as well. They may want you to accept help. Again, not that there's anything wrong with you. Because what was this? I clarified. I think it was like what this person wants from you or what they're giving you advice to do. Yes. They may want you to like get help. Like not in a negative way, but like, or they want you to like accept help. But it's something good. It's something that's good. Or seek counsel, take a break, maybe disconnect. Maybe they've noticed you've been a little bit burnt out. Some of you are just straight up like sick, Four of Swords. Maybe you're dealing with an illness. You just need to take a nap. Sag, go take a nap. I don't know, whatever spectrum. It's like, some of you, if there's issues within a family situation, they may want you to like not, they may tell you, like, don't say this, don't bring this up when we go meet our family. You know, they may tell you to keep something to yourself. You know what I mean? Either way, it's good. They want a relationship with you. They want to marry you, but they're being very direct with you about something that they feel like you're avoiding. Okay? So you could be, why am I feeling so draggy, guys? I'm sorry. It just hit me like a brick wall. But you could be dealing with a Scorpio. We also have Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, strong Taurus. Could be any sign though as far as almonds go. But yeah, I feel like I like that. Okay. All right, Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Knight of Swords just came out. Okay. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Three more. One more. What do we have for Capricorn and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Capricorn, Tower in reverse and the Two of Cups, okay? Oh, Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. No contact, partner, thinking long term. Waiting inevitable change. All right. All right. So Capricorn, I do feel like a lot of you guys are in union with someone, or you're trying to avoid a disaster when it comes to an existing partnership or connection. I feel like you're having a hard time coping with some type of no contact situation or silent treatment type of energy. Like, I feel like there's some type of heavy silence here between you and someone else that has you on the fence in regards to your future, in regards to how this is going to play out in the future. I do feel like you have anticipation. You're anticipating something happening. You just don't know what that is. Like, are we going to work it out? Am I needing to move away? Like, what's going on here? So I feel like you're having a hard time coping with something, coping with a decision, being at a crossroads. There's some type of underlying sort of truth as well for you in the mental realm, you know, when it comes to protecting your peace, when it comes to what you need to do for your overall well-being. Four of Swords can talk about self-preservation as well. With the Ten of Swords, you may feel like, damn, I'm already having a hard time coping with something or coping with the situation, or I'm already drained to shit. Contemplating. I feel like you're doing your best to salvage a potential relationship or an existing relationship. Okay. But the thing is there's like this awkward energy between the two of you. What's that Ten of Swords? Six of Pentacles. Self-preservation mode. Okay. Well, I feel like this is more of a surrender then. Ten of Swords can talk about surrendering, but I feel like you're surrendering out of vulnerability, okay? Not that that's going to make it a bad thing necessarily, but I do feel like you're kind of considering what's good for you overall, what's good for your overall well-being. I don't know why that's involved here, but you're surrendering to someone's generosity, or a situation that you feel is valuable or brings value into your life in a monetary way. It's helpful. You're seeing a connection as helpful to you. It's like in alignment with like a long-term vision for yourself. And I'm not saying you're only connecting with someone because they're bringing you some type of monetary value or they're helping you with your long-term vision. But I do feel like you're having a hard time saying no because you're already feeling like you're going through it. It's almost like you're having a hard time refusing someone's generosity. Okay. So you're kind of surrendering to something in a period of vulnerability. It's like someone messages you, for example, when you're already going through it, and normally maybe you would ignore that person, but because they're being generous, it's just you decide to accept their help or generosity or whatever it may be. Okay, so you're kind of surrendering, you're being generous with someone, you're accepting their gifts maybe, or it could be anything, okay? It could be even like a colleague that is helping you with your workload, okay? Someone seems to be helping you in some type of way, but it is still leaving room for you for confusion because there's still this element of like anticipation about where this is leading to. Okay, so you're aware that you're participating in the exchange of someone's help. You're wondering, where is this leading to? I really like you. I really find you helpful. Is this going anywhere? Okay. It's almost like you're surrendering to a connection from vulnerability. You're anticipating that it's going to cause or create more opportunities, either to go on dates or to move in together or something. But it is putting you out of your comfort zone and it's a bit odd, okay? But you are trying to salvage it, or you are trying to be open to it while also trying to avoid too much chaos in your life, which makes sense. So Two of Wands. You may have a decision between two as well, because the two of Cups and the Tower in reverse kind of makes me feel like some of you guys are already in a partnership and someone is coming through for you, or someone is coming through to help you with something in potentially a monetary way, and it's putting you in a position of like, is this going anywhere? You know what I mean? And you are in self-preservation mode, so you're not really saying too much. And again, you're trying to avoid any major changes or disaster. But you are surrendering to someone that's being very helpful. And from your perspective, whoever this fuckhead is, I'm just joking, you love them. 10 of Wands in reverse. So too much work. Oh my God. 8 of Wands in reverse. I only say that because you seem to only be holding on to this to avoid a disaster. And I'm not saying you don't love them. I'm not saying you don't, whatever, but it's like you are drained to shit. And someone is coming through to be very helpful. Now, that doesn't have to be a love thing necessarily, but this is a love reading. It could be a friend. It could be a sibling. It could be anyone. You're in a space of like, wow, that's really nice. Maybe I should go over this way a little bit more because that's really helpful. So it kind of, you're contemplating now what to do, because I do feel like you're anticipating something is going to progress into something more, but you may be trying to avoid a disaster as much as possible. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Capricorn, this is someone that is being, this is someone that is connecting with you in a very innocent-like way, being friendly with you, you know, sharing feelings even. This could be someone that's trying to reconcile with you. You're dealing with someone that's very grown. They're mature. You know, this could be someone older than you, or this is like someone that is very mature. They're very serious. You know, not necessarily a loner, but someone that tends to kind of keep to themselves. Sorry. It sounds like someone is like hanging outside the door right now. I'm just waiting for someone to come in to like, is it Junior? I don't know, it's distracting me. All right. So it's like, this is someone that is sharing, or they're being very friendly with you. Okay. They're trying to reconcile with you, or I feel like this person is sharing something with you. What's the 6 of Cups? Justice in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I feel like this is more of an apology. This is someone that is apologizing for some type of unfair dynamic, or they're apologizing for just, you know, being a dink. This is someone that kind of, you know, either shared something personal. This person could have like shared something personal with other people of yours, or this is someone that just was not fair. They're apologizing for not being fair about something in relation to something that was shared, that was personal. Or in regards to even generosity, someone could be reciprocating on your generosity that was already given. And it's like, now this is their way of apologizing. Or there's something around this person never took accountability, or they wasn't being fair with you. And they're reconnecting with you in hopes to kind of heal that. You know, I do feel like there's a part of this person that is trying to avoid being blamed for something also. And I'm not saying that's their only motive. I don't know, I feel like this person may feel like they missed an opportunity with you. There's a part of this person also that may be feeling ignored. Okay, just give me a second. Let me get my thoughts together. There's so many sounds that I'm hearing right now. What is it? It's Saturday night. Okay, this person is reconnecting with you. They're apologizing for not being fair, or for sharing something that was personal, or for not valuing you when they had you, something like that. It's like or it's like they're connecting with you in a way of like, I understand. Okay, you could be sharing similar experiences with someone. around personal emotional discontentment that has you kind of letting go of past shit. I'm not going to say trauma bond. I feel like you and someone else are connecting in the way where you both understand. And there could be apologies and whatnot, but ultimately this person is trying to connect with you in the realm of like sharing personal thoughts and feelings with you. Okay. This person may even be apologizing for ignoring you, or this person made you feel ignored or made you feel some type of way. But I more so feel like the two of you are connecting in the realm of like understanding, mutual understanding when it comes to like discontentment within current situations. Okay. Older man. But I still kind of feel like it's left boring. Like it's left, okay, you're dealing with an older man. You're dealing with someone that's trying to take responsibility, Capricorn, for the situation at hand. They're sharing their past experiences when it comes to, you know, what they dealt with that was discontent for them, that they may feel like you're also going through. If it is someone you've dealt with before, they could be apologizing for not being fair, associated with sharing personal information or not valuing you, something along those lines. They're trying to bring their utmost respect and like not bring any emotional biases into it. They could also be sharing something. I mean, we do have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Pisces can talk about hidden enemies. Pisces rules the 12th house of hidden enemies, illusion, what's real, what's not real. You know, what needs to end in order for the new. You know what I mean? There could be like the veil being pulled a little bit by other people. That's like a theme I'm getting tonight. Because I feel like this is someone that's going to be sharing the fact that they feel like either you're being manipulative, or they may be sharing the fact that they thought you were being manipulative, or they're sharing the fact that they feel you are being manipulated. Okay? So they're sharing past experiences that is having them trying to address something front and center. There is an element of like giving you the benefit of the doubt, but there's also an element of like focusing on the negatives of something while simultaneously feeling like at some point in time in the past, you must have been manipulating me. And that's why I was that way because of this, that, and the third. Or they feel like there was another man in the picture that was being manipulative. And they're trying to like, let's just put it this way, they're trying to deal with an awkward situation in the most mature, grown way possible. And I feel like you are kind of surrendering to this person's generosity. You're seeing it as someone being generous or sharing something with you. And you're anticipating it's going to go somewhere else. I don't know. What is this person's intentions? Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Wands. So, I don't know, some of you may be dealing with someone that's going through something similar to you because they're wanting to walk away from something to have a new beginning with you. Or their intentions are they're just kind of sick of waiting for something and they're trying to inspire some type of action. It's like they're taking a more daring approach to inspire some type of action They could be inspiring you to walk away from something. So it could be a boss too. This could be someone that's a boss for you, or they have some level of authority in what you do or what you want to do. So, it doesn't feel very lovey-dovey. It feels like, okay, seeing eye to eye, mutual experiences, mutual understandings of one another from a professional standpoint or from a home and emotional discontentment standpoint, while both desiring to create a future together in, I don't know, this kind of feels like someone that's serious, you're serious, or you're wanting something serious, you're perceiving them to be helpful. It's like, yes, okay, surrendering to that. But you're not sure where things are going to go from here. It's like, you know, something you're anticipating. This person's creating anticipation. They're creating this energy where you're like envisioning a potential future for yourself. But it's putting you in your comfort zone. So it could be a Virgo. You could also be dealing with Virgo. Virgo was saying something along those lines. Like I said, readings tonight are weird. Truly, okay? They're weird. Pisces energy is weird though, let's be real. I love you, Pisces, but it's like, it is weird. And we have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. But you could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, Libra, Scorpio. Could be any sign as far as elements go. God, I'm just so exhausted. I don't know what happened to me. Zero energy for this no more. All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius. I'll have a quick stop. My daughter is just a Virgo. Thank you, small TV girl. I appreciate that. What do you think about that third zodiac sign? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Did I say something about... You mean the third person that showed up in the reading? I don't know what you mean. But 9 years. You are better off single. For real, for real. That's why I've even considered just stopping love readings. I get sick of reading them. They're fucking... makes me want to shoot myself. Not even kidding. Not literally, but like, I'm ready to do like different types of tarot readings, because if at all. Your rising changed from Scorpio to Sag. Well, your rising sign, I don't know what you mean. If you're talking like in comparison from Vedic to Western, Or, I mean, your rising sign, if your time of birth was different, right, that can change it too. So your rising sign changes every 2 hours. So you want to make sure you have an accurate time of birth. So that could change it. Also, I don't know why that would change. I mean, like, Vedic astrology, you can have a different rising sign, right? But that's a little bit more of a darker realm of astrology. Scorpio. Are you using the same chart calculator? I've never, and if you're using ChatGPT, don't use ChatGPT for your chart. It can fuck it up. I mean, so I have no idea. But I know with astrology stuff, like AI can be good, but like I've caught it so many times giving me false information. So just be careful with that. Orpheus, I don't know. You know, I have no idea. I've never used an app for astrology. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've just always used cafe astrology, I think. I think that's one I use. I have it like saved. Like I use the same one. To me, it's the most reliable. I've never used an app for astrology. And like when I'm looking at daily planets, I just go to AstroSeek. No, AstroSeek I use for daily. Like you can see like the current planets like right now. Yeah, it'll break down your planets in depth and shit like that. You wonder if it changed the whole tarot readings. I honestly have no idea. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer. I just know things. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. I'm so tired at the moment. Pattern app. It's really good and gives you daily notifications. Yeah, I just have like my go-to astrologers and I keep things pretty simple. I don't know. All right. Tarot is based on energy, astrology. It controls the host transits. Well, yeah. Duh. All right. What do we have for sorry, I'm a bitch right now. My bad. I'm just such a good tarot, guys. I'm really trying to pull my energy together to give you guys tarot readings. I'm not in the mood. I try to get in the mood, I'm just not. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? All right, what do we have for Aquarius and their person? 3 shuffles. All right, overall energy for you, Aquarius. 3 of Swords in reverse with the 10 of Wands. 8 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Cups. Well, Aquarius, I feel like you guys are actually taking a soft approach here to a situation. There could be a third party involved. It doesn't have to be, though. I more so read that as you sharing responsibility, you reconciling in a way of seeing a situation a little bit more clearly, where you're more open to reciprocate on an emotional level with someone that you may feel like it's gone a bit stagnant or stale, and you may be trying to like balance something out with someone or restore the balance with someone. Someone could be expressing something to you as well, or you're just seeing something indirectly, or someone is sharing something with you about someone, or someone is directly expressing something to you that has you a little bit more open or willing to connect with this person on an emotional level. So I feel like there's something that is creating you to have less anxiety when it comes to this person. The Ace of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse makes me somewhat feel like that can talk about love derived from an affair. Okay, I'm not saying that's necessarily what's going on. Maybe you thought this person was having an affair or something like that. Or there's some confusion about that, or overthinking or anxiety pertaining to an affair. I don't know, something along those lines. But there's something here that you're open to. It could be new love or something that is starting in a new way, and you seem to be open to sharing the responsibility, like literally. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, coming out of the cold with someone. So I feel like you're coming out of the cold with someone. It's in a very soft way. I don't see you guys like this too often. You're being a little bit more soft with someone. You're being more patient with someone. I mean, give me a little bit more than the Ace of Cups. 6 of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. Well, the 7 of Wands in reverse can talk about sharing territory, or, you know, someone seems to be like folding on, like, let's just put it this way. Someone knows that they have a disadvantage in a situation. It's actually quite humiliating to them. I don't know, maybe the fact that someone is addressing something with such raw humility, it's making you more apt to kind of connect with them. Because I feel like someone is being very direct or open with you when it comes to like something that is humiliating them, or something that it's like they know they have a disadvantage here, or they know that they don't really have a defense. Like someone is being very vulnerable about the lack of defense, or they know they look stupid, or something. Someone's being very vulnerable about something that's making you feel more trustworthy, or it's like it's causing you to get out of your head, and it's kind of causing you to be more apt to like work with this person a little bit more. So someone is showing or expressing vulnerability about something that they don't want to be in that. It's like someone that is feeling kind of humiliated about the situation, right? Someone wants in reverse. Maybe they're sharing territory with someone they don't want to share territory with, or maybe they did something, even if you're in a relationship, and then they know they don't really have a defense. Okay, something this person knows they don't have a defense, and they're just being very open and raw about it, and it's causing you to be like, okay, I'm gonna take things really slow, but okay, you know, I feel like you're being more soft with someone. You're open to it. And I feel like you low key, I mean, give me more on the temperance, because that can, yeah, King of Pentacles. I feel like you do want to create something solid with this person. Some of you are wanting to either take responsibility for sharing something. Who else said that? Maybe Capricorn, I don't know. But you may be wanting to take responsibility for sharing something personal, or you're in a space where you're willing to create something in a way where you're willing to let go of something from the past to create something new. But again, it's like you're treading slowly. You're treading slowly. You're open to creating something with this person. You're open to taking a risk. If there was deep-rooted issues, you're open to letting those go. I feel like you're giving someone like a soft energy. Okay. Now, whoever you're dealing with, lack of direction. Damn. So, okay. So whoever you're dealing with, Aquarius, the Moon, Chariot in reverse, they feel like they're in a situation that they don't really have control of, okay? They're having a hard time keeping it together. This person may, Chariot in reverse is someone that's like lacking direction. It can be someone that loses their grip a little bit, or they're showing an element of vulnerability, or they're kind of losing, like this is someone that may have been trying to like get a grip on their fears or their own subconscious thoughts, or like, without being cheesy, like how can I say that? Like this person may be dealing with something heavy, and it's like someone that's having a hard time keeping it together. Like maybe you were dealing with someone that was quite vengeful, for example. Chariot upright can be quite vengeful, or they keep their distance with vengeance and whatnot. It's like you're dealing with someone that's having a hard time like keeping it together, and it's like they're losing their grip a little bit. They are feeling limited to some degree. They're losing their grip. It's almost like you get, like when you get in a fight with someone, like if it's a long-term relationship, it's like something is coming to the surface in a period where they kind of lose their grip. And it's kind of like they say something that's, you know, give me more on that Page of Swords. The Hierophant in reverse. Like if this is a relationship, this is someone that is losing their grip and kind of expressing their fears pertaining to something that they don't have faith in anymore. They could be kind of like, it's like someone that is kind of just spilling the beans on the fact that they don't have faith with you, or why they don't have faith. Like if it was something more newer, they could be kind of spilling the beans about why they don't have faith. This person seems to have a heightened sense of awareness around their situation. However, with the Hangman, it's like they're still feeling trapped. This person may want to know what you have to say. Like this is someone that is open to what you have to say. Oh. The Hangman can be someone that is willing to surrender a situation. However, they're feeling limited. It's like someone that can prophesize how something is going to play out pertaining to a dysfunctional family situation. Or this person, if it's a new person altogether, this is someone that is still dealing with the heaviness of an ending in a previous relationship, and now they have a lot of fears. They may not really have a whole lot of faith. It's like they may just be very vulnerable about where they don't have control or something like that. But I don't know, this person is dealing with a great deal of unhappiness. Um, I don't want to make it sound like depressing. Like they're very much aware. The death card is someone that has a very heightened sense of awareness on their new perspective around either their dysfunctional family or dysfunctional relationships um, or something pertaining to unhappiness. For some of you, if this is a relationship that ended because of family or in-laws or something like that, this is someone that is dealing with the reality of bad energy they're getting from certain people. I don't know, they want to talk to you. This person wants to talk to you. They're curious. Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like this person has learned some type of lesson associated with the two of you or something else that they're dealing with. They're communicating with you from a place of lacking faith, while simultaneously feeling overwhelmed, recognizing the dangers of something while also they don't know what to do. They're feeling trapped. What's that moon? The moon card, it's like bad energy. The Magician in reverse. Magician in reverse. Okay. This could be someone that's being very open with you. The Magician in reverse is like a trickster type of energy, or someone that feels like they're someone that is feeling like something is dangerous, something is okay. Sensing bad energy around be a trickster or someone that's been very manipulative, or they themselves feel unable to use their influence in some type of way, or unable. I mean, this could be someone that has unused skills, talents, abilities too, but they have a lot of fears associated with like getting that up off the ground, and they may be very vulnerable and they're open to advice and hear what you have to say. Things aren't what they appear to be. This person may be very open about the fact that things aren't what they appear to be too. I don't know, this person wants to hear what you have to say. They're being very vulnerable. They're kind of losing their grip a little bit. You're getting a more vulnerable energy from this person. They're lacking direction. They're trying to reassert control by getting more information around either their own change in awareness around situations pertaining to family or something causing some type of unhappiness. They could be curious about an ending or change that you're doing too. I don't know. I keep wanting to say spiraling. Like, I don't know why this person may be spiraling to some degree. Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles. I don't know. I feel like this person is in a space of recognizing change needs to happen, but it's like they're recognizing that they also need to make some type of sacrifice or surrender something. Um, and that awareness in itself is causing a great deal of unhappiness and fear, maybe both, okay? Or something like that. It's like some type of major change is causing a lot of unhappiness and fear. Um, it's like they want to know what you have to say. I don't know what their intention is with communicating with you, though. Like, why do they want to talk to Aquarius? Well, I feel like this person, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, they may lack a plan. They lack a plan. Eight of Wands in reverse. So this person could be either dealing with anxiety or they lack a plan. They're panicked. For some of you, this person just wants to talk to you because they don't really know how to invest into this, either because they feel blocked out of your life or they feel like you keep like distancing yourself or something like that. So it's someone that may feel unable to like invest into the situation at all because either you keep your distance, or for some of you there's actually a literal physical distance as well. So it's like they may want to kind of, test the waters and, see if there's anything there. Okay. And for others of you, if you're in a relationship, even whatever, it's like this person may feel like something would be a poor investment and they're dealing with some type of panic or anxiety. If you've been in a relationship, this person may have anxieties because they feel like they're not really receiving a return on efforts within the relationship, and it's causing them a lot of anxiety. So they may be a little bit curious because they're losing the faith. But it's like they're open to talk or work things out, something along those lines. I don't know, this person is like very raw, vulnerable. They're being very raw with you. I feel like you sense that. And it's like, damn, I can't believe you just told me that. Like, there's something that this person tells you that's like, that would have humiliated me. I would never tell anybody that. I don't know, there's something that this person tells you. Or the fact that they're just being very open. I don't know. Regardless of having a shitty defense about it. So I feel like you're kind of giving the soft approach to someone. I don't know. I feel like your person may be low-key dealing with some type of depression. Death upright can be depression. But the devil in reverse, they're trying to like reconfigure. Okay, they're trying to figure it out. I feel like if you were dealing with the situation where the two of you had a lot of issues with in-laws or something like that, I feel like they hate the reality of their family, and it's like they recognize like maybe you had issues with them. It's like they see it, but it's like they're having a hard time accepting it at the same time. It's like causing some type of depression. But you could be dealing with a Cancer. We have Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius, Virgo. All right. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 more. What do we have for Pisces and their person? Three shuffles. Mm-hmm. Overall energy for you, Pisces, 2 of Wands in reverse and 8 of Pentacles. So you seem to be motivated to stay put, or you're motivated by feeling like the grass is not greener on the other side. Six of Wands in reverse, 8 of Wands, Star, the Strength card. Page of Swords in reverse. All right. Well, Pisces, I feel like you're acting on something really quickly because you have so much faith and you're trusting yourself so much that you're kind of motivated to conclude something. You may be also feeling like someone doesn't appreciate you, or the experience on a whole is embarrassing. Like you may feel like someone humiliated you or something was very humiliating, where you're trying to keep something to yourself. It's almost like you're in a space where you're refusing to swallow your pride about how quickly you responded or reacted to a failed attempt, because you're motivated to work on yourself in some type of way and bring something to a close. I feel like you're willing to kind of just move on as if that whole experience didn't exist. And you may find yourself needing to work on yourself, where you're trying to work on yourself in some type of way. You're trying to work on yourself. It's like you're motivated to work on yourself. This is you kind of trusting your own journey right now, feeling the need to kind of bring something to a close. Recognizing something was humiliating or something was a failed attempt. However, you may find yourself motivated to kind of keep your thoughts to yourself because you feel like that's what's needed to really bring something to a close. It's like you're avoiding the situation it's like you're trying to like move on from a situation quickly by, just clarify right quick, the Strength. Oh, the Six of Cups and the King of Cups. Well, that's interesting. Some of you guys are making a quick return to someone. Okay, so that just changed the game. The Strength, Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Six of Wands in reverse, that wouldn't make sense. So that tells me you could be returning to someone really quickly, or you're revisiting a past situation, or you're choosing to stay put in a situation that is more so your comfort zone. And it may be something that's a little bit humiliating, or you may find yourself I don't know, there's something here that you're trying to not make very public, but it's like you feel like it's necessary. I feel like you're letting someone into your life where you're reconnecting with something. Now, it doesn't have to be a person. This could be you reconnecting with an old dream of yours or something that you always wanted to do. So you could be reconnecting with something that is very artsy for you, or something that is creative for you, for example. But you're trying to like keep it to yourself because you're aware of people that may have ill intentions towards you. But I do feel like this is you like quickly returning. Two of Wands in reverse can like talk about making a returning to something, kind of staying in your comfort zone. Hesitancy, like you could be hesitant yourself, but it's like I don't know, I feel like you're letting someone in, but it's someone that you already let in, but you may have been like, I don't know, keeping it to yourself, or you were running to hide it. I don't know what that's about. Or this is you reconnecting with your creative endeavors, and it may be something that's a little bit embarrassing for you. But I don't know how that's pertaining to your love life. I don't know, maybe you're in a relationship and you're keeping your creative endeavors to yourself. You're working on something privately. And you're kind of on your own journey. Like the star, like this is you on your own journey. I mean, what is Pisces' feelings for this person? Ace of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles. You don't know, okay? A lot of you may not really be 100% sure what your feelings are for this person. You just know it brings you some type of safety or security. Someone makes you feel secure or safe. You may be holding on to it because of money, okay, or something along those lines. Some of you, if you're not in contact with this person, your feelings are you can't trust this person. You can't share anything personal with this person. You feel like you can't share anything personal with this person. So if you're not returning to anyone, for example, you may be returning to something that connects with you on a very deep level and is in the realm of something creative for you, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're mastering something, working on something. And you may feel some type of judgment from someone. Like you may feel like someone doesn't truly appreciate it, so you don't want to show it to them. Or they wouldn't appreciate it, or they would just think it's about them or something like that. So, I don't know, you're on your own wave here. I mean, you do have a lunar eclipse in your sign here in a few days. You're in your lane. So you may feel like someone is motivated to not swallow their pride about something that you're doing really quickly. And that has you feeling like, I don't want to even tell you what I'm doing because you're going to make it about something it's not. And I feel like you're not sure how you feel about this person. You just feel like you can't share anything personal with this person because it always becomes something it's not. And you're keeping it to yourself. Now, whoever you're dealing with, Pisces, this is someone that is fucking a mess. I'm not gonna lie. That's someone that's like creating drama for nothing. There's a lot of imaginary conflict going on. They have an inferiority complex. This person may feel like they have a weak defense towards some type of destructive behavior. Like, it's like what goes around comes around. This person may be feeling overwhelmed emotionally. The problem with this person is they have a huge inferiority complex, okay? They have a huge inferiority complex and they don't really feel like they have an advantage here. And it causes them to think worst case scenario when it comes to your feelings for them, your true intentions. I do feel like this person is very confused, but not making any direct decisions because honestly, I don't even feel like this person knows left from right. Okay, this is someone that's a hot fucking mess, overwhelmed emotionally, a bit of a coward. They probably don't even, it's like their ground is shaky. Seven of Wands in reverse. This person may be like, which isn't necessarily always bad, but with the rest of the cards, this person knows they have a weak defense towards some type of destructive behavior. And it's like they're feeling the karma of that. This person is wanting to come out of the cold, or they're inspired to follow their heart to come out of the cold with you. Okay, Page of Pentacles. They may end up like growing up and trying to do it at least somewhat of a proper way. Oh, Ten of Wands. So this is someone that is wanting to come out of the cold with you and do something in a proper way and take responsibility or put in the work authentically. after some type of like what goes around comes around type of moment. What's that Wheel of Fortune? Emperor in reverse. This person lost you. They lost the ability to have a say. This person is experiencing some type of karma associated with, you know, not controlling themselves, really. Not controlling themselves or not being dependable for you. Could be even abuse, okay? So they're experiencing karma associated with abuse or not controlling themselves to some degree, which is creating some type of lesson learned scenario, and it is inspiring them to want to come towards you in the right way and take responsibility for something. They may be wanting to take responsibility for being selfish. I don't know, like I said, this person is kind of starting out in a bit of a hot mess, overwhelmed, confused. Now, if someone abused you, fucking dodge, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, they do feel like they abused their authority, you know, or something like that, or they wasn't dependable for you. And I honestly don't know what you're doing, Pisces. You seem to be inspired to, you know, hold back because you're reconnecting with something that's very inspiring to you. In the realm of something you're wanting to give your full support to, something that's like awe for you. It's like you want to indulge into something that's quite exciting for you. You're working on something. I don't even know what your feelings are for this person authentically. What is Pisces' feelings for this person? The Hangman, again. So far for your direct feelings, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, Four of Pentacles, and the Hangman. So you may feel like in order to invest into this person, you would have to let go of something. The Hangman can be like having a willingness. The Hangman can be like, in order to like move something forward, you would have to let go or surrender something. Oftentimes something that has our interest. You know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like you're holding on to something that is creating some type of security for you, and you're having a hard time giving in to someone that you perceive to refuse to swallow their pride. And I don't really feel like it's about love or whether you have feelings. It's just you're playing it safe. You feel the need to play it safe. So but I do feel like your person will be coming around after a bit of a whirlwind of being scattered, confused, potentially creating conflict where it doesn't need to be. But you could be dealing with, we have strong Aries energy. We also have Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo. Could be any sign though, as far as elements go. I don't know, you got this person scattered. I mean, maybe there's some type of sudden change also that has this person scattered, where it's creating some type of like karmic experience for this person that has them motivated to follow their heart and come back around and take responsibility because there was some type of wish unfulfilled associated with how they wanted things to play out. So you could be doing, oh yeah, I said the signs already. You could suggest. No, we did Pisces. All right, guys, I'm going to bed. I'm sorry I was not in the mood today. Honestly, I haven't been in the mood at all. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to work it out. See if I even want to do tarot anymore or to see if I want to do different tarot. Because I've been kind of dead with love tarot for a long time. I just can't do it anymore. But we'll figure it out. I might just do all signs dailies, like something like that. But I'm trying. I promise. Love you. Bye. Oh, I can get this off.